Fam, what's going on? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Run the thumbs up on all these videos. We appreciate you guys being here. It's game day here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as Alabama takes on Tennessee in a highly anticipated SEC matchup. The biggest game in college basketball taking place right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. As we warm up the show, be sure and run the thumbs up on these videos and definitely let me know where you're coming from inside the comment box. I appreciate you guys being here. It is March 2nd. We are getting closer to the college football spring football season. Alabama practice will start on Monday with Coach Kalen DeBoer's press conference. Then on Wednesday, we will be on site every single day that they have practice. But on Wednesday, they're having an open practice period. So when you think Alabama football coverage, think Bama Football on YouTube. Today, I want to take your calls and I want to talk about this Alabama basketball team. And of course, if you want to talk about the football team or any spring practice questions that you have, be sure and post them inside the comment box or bring them right here to Bama Football on YouTube. If you want to talk about the basketball team and give me a score prediction or your take as Alabama gets to this pivotal game in the SEC, really in college basketball in total, let me know about it. Let's go full screen and kind of walk you through what's happening today in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, really for the first time ever in school history. And this is game day being on site here at Coleman Coliseum. So 9:30 in just 30 minutes, and we will have some footage from social media piped in here. T, if you could see, there's some, T, what's up?
Hello, Undefeated.
Good morning, TT. T, there's some footage like on Barstool Bama of like the students outside. We can maybe like share that. That'd be cool. All right, so at 9:30, you have students opening the doors and t-shirt giveaways. Okay, and this is from UA Athletics. And then at 10 a.m., doors will open for general public. Then at 11 a.m., you have the start of college game day. So college game day right at Coleman Coliseum. First time ever this has happened. And then you have at 5 p.m., priority access for students with wristbands. 5:30, all doors open. And then 7 p.m., it's tip-off. And everybody's encouraged to wear white for the whiteout tonight. So this is between Alabama basketball and Tennessee. You know, I think when you look to this game for Alabama basketball, there's so many storylines to kind of go over. And so I'm eager to take your calls. And I'll put the call line at the bottom of the screen as well. What Nate Oates has been able to do here is really remarkable. Luke, what's up, man? I see you inside the comment box. You can call in for sure, man. Tell us why you're worried. Tennessee's a salty team, clearly. When you look to how these two teams match up, the last time that they played, Tennessee beat up on Alabama by 20 points. The past doesn't dictate the future, and you're talking about Wrightsell. And I know he could potentially be out another game with a concussion. He's still kind of reeling back from that, but it looks like he will be back. Am I going to the game? No, I have an opportunity to go to the game, but the people who win in this space, honestly, are the people who stay at home. So T and I are going to do a watch along right here on Bama Football on YouTube of the game. So we'll be here talking about the game. When you go to the game, you have to separate yourself from like a fan and being a content creator. So one of the things is when you're at the game, you can't talk to the undefeated. You can't talk to your people, right? And so we learned a valuable lesson in the Rose Bowl. Like, you guys don't honestly care from like our feedback where we are. You guys want us talking about Alabama football, Alabama basketball as it happens. So we want to bring that to you. And we will pipe in Nate Oates' press conference with the technology and everything that they have today. The media is brought right to you. So think about it. If I go to the game, I have to get there 3 hours before. I have my phone, I have my computer. There's no place for me to set up. I can't talk to you guys. The internet is lagging. So that's kind of how things operate here at Bama Football on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys rocking with us. And thank you for being a part of the Undefeated. I really appreciate you guys being here and supporting the overall product right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Going to go to the phone lines in just a minute, but wanted to quickly run through a clip and a sponsor message for those that are with us right here on Bama Football on YouTube. In 3, 2, 1, be back in 1 minute. Special thanks to our sponsor, Residence Inn, Ocean City, Maryland. Guests can book at residenceinoc.com. Use the promo code LPR for special Bama football pricing up to 20% off. Also, go to therogueshop.com. Use the promo code BAMA. You get legal CBD. For me, personally, I like the topical oil. you know how intense my workouts are, right? So I like the topical oil. I like to rub that on my back, whatever, after those cinder blocks. So go to their website, cruise down, look through their website, and definitely check out rogueshop.com. And like I said, I like the topical. Again, the promo code is BAMA. Also, think about becoming a fan funder right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Become a part of the Undefeated as low as $2.99 a month. That's 10 cents a day. How do you do this? Make sure you're logged into your account. This is on a computer. You can also do this on your phone and look for the tab that says membership. Once you click membership, you can see different options. You can see an upgrade button right there to the right if you want to go through the different levels. We have fan funder videos from the staff right here at Bama Football on YouTube. Very easy to navigate. Let us know if you have questions inside the comment box when trying to upgrade or renew your fan funder membership right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And of course, if you want to rock that undefeated gear, check out our merch store located at the bottom of the videos. We appreciate Patriot Life, Cynthia, Antoine, Caitlin, and to everybody else that supports us right here on Bama Football on YouTube. All right, so we appreciate you guys again. So we'll go back right now to the phone lines as we open up the show talking about Alabama basketball taking on Tennessee. In just 2 seconds before I take our first call, let's kind of run through what to watch today for Alabama versus Tennessee. As you can see, the Alabama Crimson Tide 20-8 on the season. Tennessee is 22-6 on the season. Last time these two teams played, Tennessee beat up on Alabama by 20 points. That was in Knoxville, Tennessee. Overall, the records, and this is where it comes into play, both teams have a 12-3 record on the season. The leading scorer for Alabama, Mark Sears, scoring 20 points a game. As you can see for Tennessee, very similar with Dalton Neck, who is scoring 20.8 points per game. So, yeah, huge game, huge implications for Alabama versus Tennessee. And we go right to the phone lines this morning. Again, call-in line is open. Tio put that number at the bottom of the screen, and we take a 256. Let's get it going. Hey, good morning. I appreciate you calling in on this fine Saturday. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson, and who am I on the line with?
It's Luke from Weaver, bro.
What's up, Luke? Luke likes to talk Alabama basketball, and so do we. It's a pivotal game. Luke, you said inside the comment box just a minute ago, you're a little bit worried about this game. Tennessee coming in with a lot of firepower. This is a very good basketball team, very well coached. Alabama, on the flip side, has a lot of momentum following that second half performance against Tennessee, following the performance against Ole Miss, where they scored 64 points in that second half. When they're hot, nobody can stop this team. Playing at home has looked very well for Alabama. A lot on the line today when you talk about, I don't know about maybe the bracket implications or whatever, but SEC is on the line today. So, Luke, I appreciate you calling in, man. Bring it with Alabama basketball.
Well, man, this is the problem with Alabama basketball right now. We're hit or miss with a lot of stuff. Now, this Tennessee game, the last one, we were 4 for 21 and three-pointers. We were just, pretty much awful, 25 for 56 from field goals. When we don't hit, we don't get back on defense enough to stop them, man. We just are. It's so hard to talk about because when we rely so much on the three-pointer that if it's not going, we're going to lose the game, And the last time that we played them, the only person in double digits was Sears with 22.
I think when you look to,
that's the thing.
Yeah, I think the thing
why.
When you, Luke, I was going to say, no, it's all good, man. When you look to this Alabama basketball team, and you like to play like devil's advocate and kind of look to where Alabama basketball can improve or how to beat this team. And I look to the fact that do they really have an inside presence that can make them a Final Four type team, win the overall championship. And I don't know if you necessarily have to have that, but you look to a player like Nick Pringle, who I want to get your take on. Like, is he someone in your opinion that could be dominant inside the paint? If Alabama's shots from the outside are not falling, can they rely on him? I kind of look to one of the specific games in the past against Florida. Like, I felt Florida was a bigger team, But Alabama was able to out-rebound them. I thought Alabama did a good job figuring out how to score when they weren't necessarily on fire from the outside. So what do you think about Pringle, and what do you think about maybe Alabama's lack of inside play?
Well, here's the thing with that as well. We out-rebounded Tennessee that game. 28-23. They out-rebounded us on offense by 2 rebounds. It was 9-11. But they were getting the ball around more. They had 21 assists. Now going to Nick Pringle, man, Nick Pringle, see, this is where I regret things in life and stuff. I didn't try as hard as I could at things, and that's why I see Nick Pringle sometimes. When he's playing, when he's focused, Nick Pringle can be somebody.
Yeah.
But sometimes he's just out of it. It seems like he's not focused. He has been lately. But some of these big games, Alabama just doesn't seem to show up for.
Yeah.
And I think it's our defense. I think it's mainly our defense and taking good shots. They get questionable. If we rely on that 3, then take it. They're pump faking a lot of times. When they start missing, they start doubting themselves. So they start pump faking, then try to get inside and get crowded inside and cause a turnover. They had 22 turnovers against Tennessee.
Luke, let me ask you this. On the line with Luke, calling in from Weaver. Luke is one of our basketball avid fans who likes to talk Alabama basketball. We got a few callers lined up. We got a 256, and it looks like Angel calling in for Pigeon Forge. Luke, if Alabama, let me ask you this. If Alabama wins this game, why today? Alabama wins this game because what do they have to do to beat Tennessee?
Protect the ball and play defense. The shots will fall if they keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're getting back and protecting the ball and not turning over the ball and not those turnovers cause panic. When your turnover ratio is 22-7, you're panicked. You're getting back. You're having to rush back. They're on the offensive all the time. You're always on the defensive. Let me see something real quick. No, we were pretty even on free throws. It was each team took 25 free throws, 24 free throws. So, yeah, man, just protecting the ball. They protect the ball. They can't turn it over, and they got to stop Connect. Dalton Connect is a freaking beast.
Yeah, absolutely. Scoring, I think 20.8 points a game. All right, Luke, before we go and get your final point, your take on just what Nate Oates has done here at Alabama. And I want to ask everybody who calls in related to basketball, when you think Alabama basketball in the past, I think, you look of a mid-range SEC team or a team that continues to underachieve or whatever. But now when you have Nate Oates as the head man, like, you expect to be competing for an SEC title. He's done it twice already. I mean, what's your take on, like, just seeing how Alabama basketball has, had this metamorphosis in such a short time under Coach Oates?
Coach Oates has done a great job. I hope he stays for a long time. I hope he's the Nick Saban of basketball for us. I believe that he can get us to a national championship with the way that he plays. The one thing that I wish he would do more is focus on a big man.
Yeah.
Because outside of the SEC, Purdue, UConn, those teams, they have their big man. And when it comes down to it, in these tournaments, when you're not hitting threes, you got to start hitting layups. You got to start, pick and rolling and getting them inside. And we don't have anybody to do that.
Yeah.
So that's all I would wish he would do is focus on the next big man.
Yeah, got you, man.
Bediako, I've said this before, Bediako left too early.
Yeah.
You know, he was doing good for us, and, you know, it happens. Everybody's got dreams and ambitions. You can't blame them, but he needed, I think, you know, he didn't focus on a big man this year, and I don't know what his plan was.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Luke. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man, related to Alabama basketball. And I'll catch up with you probably on the watch along tonight as Alabama and Tennessee. T and I will be watching the game with everybody, probably having some T's been wanting Hungry Howie's pizza. T?
Yeah, I've been craving it for like a week now. It's crazy.
All right. Well, we'll have some pizza, watch a game to you with you guys tonight. So, Luke, I appreciate you calling in, man. Talk to you later, man. Call again during like the post game show.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, man. See ya. All right, Luke calling in from Weaver. Appreciate you guys joining us on this fine Saturday, March 2nd. T, how you feeling about the watch along tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're finishing up your master's here.
Mm-hmm.
You grew up here in Tuscaloosa. And we'll take our next two calls here in just a second. You've watched, Alabama basketball. You come from a football family, but isn't it amazing to see, like, if you just zoom out, what is like kind of transformed here at Alabama for basketball? Oh,
for sure. I mean, the interest in Alabama basketball has really, gotten so much stronger in the past couple of years, mm-hmm. right? So it people liked going to the games when I, grew up here, but it's definitely transformed under Nate Oates.
Yeah, and I mean, you see some of the comments on game day recently saying like Coleman Coliseum, hosted Elvis twice, which I did not know about. And another thing about it is like it does a great job for Alabama, like the city of Tuscaloosa overall, because last night, think about this. You had this is Parents Weekend. So, I mean, how
many Parents Weekends are there?
Every weekend.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm starting to get confused.
Yeah, right? Every weekend is a Parents Weekend. All right, we go back to the phone lines with 256. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
This is Daryl from Huntsville.
Hey, what's up, Coach Daryl? I appreciate you calling in. Is it your birthday today?
Today is my birthday.
Hey, man. Well, happy birthday, Coach Daryl. We appreciate you. Hey, Undefeated, could you please wish Coach Daryl a happy birthday? Throw up some cake emojis or whatever. We appreciate Coach Daryl being in the house. And thank you so much for joining us, man. I hope you have a fantastic day on this beautiful March 2nd. And welcome on into the show, Coach.
Yeah, again, I hate to be throw some water on Nate Oates, but until I think he's stuck. His philosophy is, again, we don't shoot mid range, we shoot threes or layups, and that's the problem. Because if you play basketball, you know anything about the game of basketball. If you don't. If the further you shoot from the goal, the lower your percentage. And let me give you a statistic that a lot of people may not believe. If I was to ask you, what was Larry Bird's lifetime percentage from three-point range? People would probably say, "Oh, go ahead."
I would say if I had to guess, I'd probably be like 31% or something like that.
You're right there, 33%.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
that should tell you something.
It's not Larry a high percentage shot. Yeah,
exactly, Larry Bird. So if you're not going to be on every game, so you got to have a balance. And I was glad to hear the last caller say we don't have an inside presence. I brought it up before, and we don't. We don't have a big man that we can get 15 points out of 14 rebounds, because Nick Pringle is more of the hybrid type of guy. He's 6'9", 6'10", but he rebounders envelop rebounds. In other words, if you got a great rebounder, they go get rebounds. They don't wait for rebounds. They don't wait for the rebound. They battle for rebounds. We don't have that. And that's why we don't. When we play teams, you saw how the Purdue guy Edey, he destroyed us.
100. Yep.
I mean, we played them pretty good on the perimeter, but he destroyed us. And once we started focusing on him, then all of a sudden, guess what happened? That opened up it used to be the philosophy. Used to be throw the ball inside to the big man, and then we'll go inside out. Now it's outside. I've seen guys. I hadn't seen Alabama do it, but I've seen guys in the pros. I was watching the game the other night. They had a 3-on-1 fast break. 3-on-1. They took a 3. So the philosophy has changed, but it doesn't mean it's right. The fundamentals of the game don't change. It doesn't change. If you got a team that can make consistently 15 to 10-foot shots wide open or open, they can make their shots, they're going to win a lot of games. And you saw the other night, even though we played against Kentucky, we had no inside presence. Kentucky destroyed us. Even though we had 95 points, we still got blowed out. So there has to be a balance, and I think he gonna have to have some look in the mirror and say, you know what? Okay, we need a balance. We need to balance our team. We need big guys that can score and draw fouls, because when you draw fouls, if you're not hot, those fouls will keep you in the game. So I've been an Alabama basketball fan for many moons, and if I'm not mistaken, and I don't give Alabama credit. A lot of people say, well, why would you do that? Because Alabama is the number 2 team in the SEC all time, I believe, behind Kentucky. I do believe that's right. So Alabama has a great tradition of basketball, and they're going to get some more guys that can score, but you got to have a balance, and that's what Alabama's lack, and that's why we went into the tournament the last 3 years. What beat us? We couldn't score inside, and they did score inside.
On the line with Coach Darrell as we preview this Alabama basketball game, which is coming up tonight at 7 p.m. From Coleman Coliseum, College Game Day in there. I think T has some photos and some videos that we're going to share in just a second from Coleman Coliseum.
And I think something else, too. It's time for them to close Coleman Coliseum and build an arena. It's been time.
Yeah.
Because if you're serious about the basketball team, it's time to invest the money in a new arena, 18,000 for the arena, and come into the 21st century and say, hey, let's celebrate our heritage as Alabama basketball. Now we've been to the far as we've been is, I believe, the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Under Godfrey. We've never been to a Final Four, but we've had teams that were capable of going to the Final Four. In fact, one of the guys is going to be at my party tonight. He's still in the top 10 all time of Alabama's rebounding and block shots. That's Bobby Lee Hurt from Huntsville, Alabama. And he was talking about the game. I talked with him last night about the game, and again. He was going to the game, but he said, well, I thought about your birthday celebration. I'm going to celebrate with you. So we'll be watching the game at the restaurant.
Hell yeah. Well, that's what's up, Coach. I appreciate you calling in and rapping with me, talking Alabama basketball and Tennessee. But, Coach, before you go, man, I just have to say that I hope you have a fantastic birthday. I hope that this is a fantastic year for you. Sounds like you already have a really good set of people that are around you, and we appreciate your wealth of knowledge when we talk Alabama football or Alabama basketball. But honestly, just in general, like, happy birthday to you, and I hope that you have a fantastic day and enjoy that full slab of Full Moon Barbecue, Coach. So thank you so much, and we'll be around for that post-game show, man. But do your thing. Happy birthday to you, and I got everybody in the undefeated saying happy birthday. So, Coach, we'll catch up to you next time, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Coach.
And thank you and T for what y'all do. I really enjoy being on the show.
Absolutely, Coach. All right, man. Take it easy, Coach. All right, Coach Darrell calling in from Huntsville on his birthday. I mean, T.
Yeah, happy birthday to Darrell.
Yeah, Darrell. And we got the spelling right.
Yeah, finally. Gosh.
Yeah, so there's a couple times. But I love the fact that Coach Darrell was like, can you please spell my name? So, like, when
America.
Like, when you call in, if we spell your name wrong, we say it, like, don't be afraid, like, say it. Like,
Yeah,
we want to
just
get it
let us
right.
know.
So appreciate it. One of the things is, and we have 3 callers lined up. We got an 856, a 256, and a 256. We'll take those right now. What's going on, Lisa? We see you inside the comment box. What's up, Matthew Cherry? What's going on? Adam, what's up, man? Thanks for rolling in right here on Bama Football on YouTube. The green icons inside the Undefeated, the chat box, are members. If you want to be a fan funder of this YouTube channel, hit the hyperlink, which is located up at the top, as low as $2.99 for the entire month to support the product right here on Bama Football on YouTube. We really appreciate you guys. I think one of the things is, and like Coach Darrell was saying, is like, and everybody has been saying this about the new arena. Where's the new arena? When's the new arena going to come? I get it. Like the arena can host events right now, and it's fine. I would just, and who knows when this new arena is going to come? It's going to be amazing if it ever does come. But notice today when you're watching the game. By the way, we'll be doing a watch along. T and I will be having some pizza. T wants hungry. Why you want Hungry Howie's back?
Hungry Howie's it's a really good pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have this like garlic herb crust, and they have really good thin crust. It's just good pizza. It's always consistent.
Oh yeah, it's consistent. Patriot Life is also consistent,
yes,
rocking us with 5 fan funder accounts right here on Bama Football on YouTube. So what just happened here is Patriot Life. He gifted 5 memberships, so you can get a taste of what it's like to be a exclusive member here on Bama Football on YouTube. Access to the emojis, access to our exclusive videos behind the scenes. So thank you so much, Patriot Life. I mean, we really appreciate you. Continue to help support the product right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Same thing with super chats or becoming a fan funder. We really appreciate you guys. Adam is saying the Vols are going down, but one thing that I wanted you guys to watch tonight, and keep an eye on this. No, we're not going to College Game Day. There's like enough. What I was just saying earlier is like when we go to the games, it takes us away from streaming. And it takes us away from our work. So as much as like we'd like to be there and like be fans, and we do have credentials like for football practice and stuff like that, we're going to be there because we have to be there. But when you leave streaming, you lose your customers, right? And there's no way to stream at a high quality unless you're like plugged in, set up, and outside there, we'll just be like walking around with the fans. So it's better for us to be situated at our studio here. When we will bring in like Nate Oates and we will pipe in. T, do you have some stuff like that we've seen from social media?
Yeah.
What were we going to say, T?
And then I think Smook might be at the game, so we might be able to get a little bit of footage from him.
Yeah, so Smook might like pipe in and stuff like that. So that's kind of how we operate. But, it's kind of like this hard balance. Like we went out to the Rose Bowl and we lost our ass in revenue because it was expensive to go to. The internet was terrible. And we found out that the people who just stay at home, they can report on what they see on Twitter instantly. So, like, T, how bad was the internet in Los Angeles at the Rose Bowl?
Oh, I mean, it depended on what room you were in, too. You
couldn't upload a video.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so slow.
Yeah, so...
even plugged in, it was slow.
It was just slow, yeah. So, and by the time we had upload something, probably take us, 2 hours?
Yeah, and the people that were home had done it.
They were already done.
Yeah, like an hour and 45 minutes ago.
They were already barbecuing with people, and they had talked about what we were going to...
Yeah, they had like 100,000 views already. It was crazy.
But we'll be doing a live show tonight, so we appreciate you guys being here with us tonight right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And, of course, we'll have the press conference with Nate Oates right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Here's some footage. Yeah, if we can go full screen on that. Yeah. We'll go full screen on that. But here are some images outside of Coleman. And again, Coleman Coliseum is opening right now for students. Students have been, I think some of them are sleeping there. T?
Yeah, look at this line. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. And see, that's the other thing. Like, we could go and like bring this footage, but we'd have to go take the photo, come back, load it. It's like everybody is a reporter.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean, even if they're not trying to be, right? Like, just posting on social media now.
Yeah, so these are kind of scenes outside of Coleman. Man, it does look kind of old and
it's pretty.
They could have given that
outdated.
This angle isn't its best angle.
No.
They could have power washed that side or put some signage up.
A little cleanup right here.
What I was gonna say, and we'll get to my calls in just a minute. Tonight at the game, I think Tony posted a picture too. We could get that on of inside. But look tonight where the students are at. So I get it. Money drives everything, every single thing. but the people around the arena, like right on top of the court, are not students, right? Those are like your heavy donors, whatever. And yeah, I compare it to other college venues where like the students are right on the court. And it's kind of like an interesting thing. Who makes the university? The donors or the students?
Yeah.
Who do the players want to play more in front of, the students or the donors? No, I'm serious. Because donors are going into NIL.
The players want to play, I think, in front of the students.
I think what the players want is to play in front of an atmosphere, but they want to play with students.
A hyped up atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't think that they care as long as it's
and if you've seen a game, are the people around? Are they sitting or standing?
No, they're sitting.
They look like Coach Saban.
They look like they're asleep.
This is Coach Saban.
Yeah.
Right? And like, so I don't know. It's like the atmosphere seems a little, could be a little bit more amped up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Maybe you guys will notice it. This is from our good buddy, Tony Sukalis. You can follow him on Twitter. He has a picture right here of game day. They're getting set up right here on the court. I love it. That's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the chairs like literally like right on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, the stage.
No,
is on,
I know, but
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about like that being on like the actual hardwood.
Right.
Can't
Does it mess it up?
Can't they lay down one of those?
Like
the things that we have under
blanket?
No. The plastic things that we have.
Yeah, the plastic things. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I like that. Maybe they give it a quick buff out. Let me ask you this. I don't know. This is the first time I'm going to text Tony about this. Yeah, Patriot Live. I'll get to you in 2 seconds, man. I appreciate you. Okay, if you show up to game day, okay, and the doors open at 9:30, what do you do from 9:30 to 7 at night?
Yeah, just in that Coliseum. I don't know.
What do you do?
Asleep?
They have like, they don't have restaurants in there, but they have, food like.
Yeah, surely that stuff will be open, right? For them, since they open the doors that early.
Is there like a special pricing on like there's no special pricing.
No, there's not.
They're like, you want Bojangles 3 times? That's going to be like $85.
The special pricing is $100. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm asking. Like, if you show up right now, all right, Patriot Life asked a question. What did Patriot Life ask?
Did you see his morning inspiration?
Yeah, let me see. I think he emailed. Get so many emails that come in. Hold on one second, Patriot Life. And then my Gmail is like defaulted to my other email. So, he's Blaine Harp, who's disabled. Basically, some photos from the past, Najee Leap or Broadway Joe. Those are awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Patriot Life. Maybe we'll have T post one of those right here on the comment box.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Yeah, they got to get turned by the game, right? Hey, Southern Red got a gifted membership.
Nice.
Yeah, see Southern Red. So try it out.
Ebony did too.
Did she?
Yeah.
All right. So now Southern Red, you can see the exclusive videos, and then you could also be use the emojis. Southern Red, try out some of the emojis. Can we get some? Let's update some emojis.
Yeah,
too.
we need to.
Let's do that today. Mm-hmm. But try the horns down, Southern Red. People like that one. That one seems to feel good on the keyboard. All right, let's do a 256. We'll do it right now, and then we'll go to Angel and Pigeon Forge. 1 second. 256, you're up. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, this is Greg from Athens, Alabama.
Greg, good morning to you. I appreciate you joining us right here on, I guess, the pre game show of Alabama basketball versus Tennessee. We appreciate you joining us this morning, and welcome on in, Greg.
Thank you. I love your show. It's been a while since I got to call in about football or basketball and my work schedule, but I enjoy what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I get it. It's like February. I think people, you know what? Honestly, I think people needed, after those like 50 days or whatever following Coach Kalen DeBoer, I think people needed a little bit of time to like disconnect, just because I don't think we've had such like a news heavy, like absorbent cycle that we've had to like stay locked in. I think even for us too. So I get it. And we're about to ramp up here in March. But the cool thing is you start spring football in March, Wednesday, Friday, and then we go on spring break. So we're still going to have the show during spring break. But there'll be a little bit of time to kind of disconnect. T and I are actually going down to the beach. So we'll be doing the show from the beach and taking the kids. So looking forward to it. But anyways, Greg, I appreciate you calling in. Good morning to you, man. It's your show, so take it where you want
to. I just wanted to comment on the game today. I think we have a great chance. Winning. Our home crowd will help us, especially on defense. We've got to play great defense. We've got to rebound. But the main thing we need to do is not turn it over and make great decisions. When we drive and get in the paint, our guards have got to make great decisions to either dump off to a big guy for a dunk or kick it out but not turn it over.
Yeah.
That's what killed us against Tennessee was turnovers.
Yeah.
We out-rebounded them. We couldn't hit. We maybe not. And here's the thing I got to say. I disagree with some of the callers respectively. I love Nate Oates. I love the style we play. People, there is nobody that's ever recruited Alabama basketball better than Nate Oates. It's not even close. More 5 stars in the last 4 years than anybody.
Wow.
We got 3 more coming in next year, and you know why? The style that we play. It's the closest thing to the NBA anywhere in basketball, period. Nobody plays with 2 big post guys back to the basket anymore. I've coached basketball many years. I've been an assistant high school basketball player. I've coached AAU. I love to play this way. I love to spread it out, 5 out, 4 out, 1 in. I like to play that way. I think that's the way to play. That's the way that he recruits so well is because of the style that we play. It's just the way it is. Analytically, a mid-range shot is the worst shot in basketball, period. And when you're playing defense, that's what you want to force people to take is a 12-footer, a 14-footer. That's just 2 points. The best shot analytically is a 3-point shot, period. Now, yes, there's some games that you're not going to hit. I get it. But when we won our last 2 SEC championships, our defense efficiency was in the top 5. Nate Oates knows how to coach defense. This year, guys, this team is just not that team. Now, offensively, it's the best offense we have ever had. There's no question. It's not even close. But right now, our problem is we have a hard time guarding the ball. Teams penetrate, and guess what happens? Our post players get in foul trouble. Nick Kringle can't play defense without fouling. That's just the way it is right now. But offensively, you need to take a lot of threes that are open. You need to get layups or dunks, and you need to get to free throw line. Alabama is like, I think, 3rd in college basketball, shooting a little bit, like almost 81% from the free throw line. We get a lot of layups, we get a lot of dunks, and we hit a lot of threes. But yes, when you're not hitting threes, you must get stops. And that's where we have a little trouble. But right now, that's just the way we are. Hopefully, and here's the other thing people are talking about, well, we got to get the ball inside. Bediako killed us when he went pro. That totally shocked our coaching staff. Totally shocked it because his grade was not very good, but he did it anyway. And, it was late. We couldn't get anybody else. So I love Nate Oates. I love the way we play. There's no other better way to play, period. And if you watch the NBA, any at all, that's the way they play. And that's why we're getting players.
On the line with Greg calling in from Athens as we look to this Alabama versus Tennessee game. I had a question for you, Greg. Two more before I get to my next caller regarding Alabama basketball and their upcoming game against Tennessee tonight, which will be on 7 p.m. on ESPN College Game Day here at Coleman Coliseum. I always look at a coach, and you said you coached basketball in the past. One of the things that's been amazing to me about this particular season is that Nate Oates lost some key assistants, from his roster. I always felt like he has a really good coaching staff, and a lot of the assistants don't get really highlighted, in my opinion, that are behind the scenes, but they do a great job. One used to live not too far from me before he left, for another coaching vacancy. But in starting to talk with him, I understood that like the coaching staff is, they're elite, and those guys left, and Nate Oates has still been able to perform at a very high level, and I think that's a sign of a really great coach because you look at if we switch gears to football, Coach Saban loses assistants all the time, or he did, right, when he was here. So I think that's a real marquee sign. You agree on that about Nate Oates and what he's been able to do this particular season, despite losing some key off the field or off the court coaches?
Absolutely. I think that's why Nate Oates is the Nick Saban of our Alabama basketball history, because he lost 3 assistants. Get this now. He lost all 3 assistants from last year that had been there with him, and they all got D1 jobs. They didn't get D2 jobs. They got D1 jobs, 100%. And all 3 of them have done pretty well.
Yep.
And what does he do? He goes out and gets 3 other really good ones. He got the guy from Creighton, who's a great recruiter. He got the one from the G League, and he's done really well. And so we've gotten, and we also had, I think the guy that was from Nicholas State, who was a head coach, sort of like DeBoer's done.
Yep.
He got some head coaches to come. So we've got a great staff. And yes, that's exactly right. He can go out and he made great decisions on hiring coaches, and they're great recruiters.
Mm-hmm. Last thing I want to ask you, Greg. Alabama basketball, they beat Tennessee today by doing what specifically? How does Alabama win this game tonight?
We have to play physical. We do not need to foul a lot. That's what, usually when we're on the road, we foul a ton, and that's because people are getting penetration, getting into the paint. We've got to guard the ball. We've got to try to keep him at bay, but we must not turn the ball over a ton. The last 2 games, we've only turned it over 3 or 4 times, so that's giving less possessions to the other opponent. We need to turn them over today. I think hopefully our crowd will get our guys so pumped up that we're getting turnovers, we're stepping into passing lanes, we're getting rebounds. That's when we're the best. When we get rebounds, kick it out and go. So I think, we've got to play some really good defense today. But we got to hit some threes too, and we will.
Yeah. Well, great call. We appreciate you, Greg, calling in, and enjoy the game. We'll be watching the game with everybody online. T's, we're getting hungry Howies. It's already been requested. So we'll be eating pizza, watching the game with you tonight. And we'll, of course, have the post-game press conference right here with Nate Oates. So we appreciate you, Greg. Thank you so much. Calling later tonight after the actual game, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Killer job out in Greg. We got we'll jump right into it to Angel out in Pigeon Forge in 3, 2, 1. Angel, what's up, man? I appreciate you calling in. Yeah, thank you for always calling in. Before we start, Angel, I'd asked you, there's some tweets out there that kind of paint the story of Alabama basketball and kind of the scene outside of Coleman. If you could post some of those. Yeah, these are great. Angel, hang tight for 1 second. You look at, the bus outside of the front. I love that. The State Farm bus. This is March. These are the T-shirts that they're giving to the students. You can continue to scroll through T and look at some of those. You have, this was yesterday posted. Everybody's excited. I mean, this is right outside the Malmore facility as well. You see Coach Nate Oates posted, all smiles inside the facility. And, this is a huge opportunity for Alabama basketball to showcase their ability. This is our boy, Terran Arnold. Everyone loves him. It was, did everybody see Terran Arnold after he ran? He actually scooped a football on one of the pursuit drills, ran in the end zone, and then he did a flip. Did people see this? And he landed on his ankle, very awkwardly.
Yeah.
To where he almost look, their body parts are put together better than ours, but honestly, even the NFL analysts were like, oh, no. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyways, Angel, Pigeon Forge, what's up, man? Come with it.
Yeah, we're going to the last call. We gotta have more than just a 3. We can't be a one-trick pony. For this Tennessee team, you have to have more tricks up your sleeve in order to beat teams like Tennessee and Kentucky and everyone else in the tournament. But this is a big game for Alabama because this decides the fate of who's going to get the number 1 seed in the SEC tournament, and not only that, possibly get into the tournament. So. And this is going to be a tough road for Alabama. Nothing's easy. And I really do think that we can beat Tennessee, even though I live in Tennessee and all these fans are toxic. I mean, they're pretty high right now on Tennessee, and they really don't like Alabama either. So, but I really think Alabama has a better chance of beating Tennessee with the guard play. And the big man Grant Nelson needs to get more rebounds because, yes, he can score, but he has to do rebounding more and set up the screens for the pick and roll. And then Pringle needs to stay out of trouble and, not get in trouble off the court and then, not foul too much because that's what happened last time against Florida. He fouled too much and fouled out. Luckily, he won the game, but you can't just commit pointless fouls like that. And Mark Sears has to have better decision-making on the court to, shoot the ball or pass the ball out to someone else or get inside. I mean, like the last game against it was Kentucky and Florida, he wasn't that great at shooting the ball. So, I mean, sure, he's not Brandon Miller, but he's pretty good. But, you just got to not turn the ball over, you have better defense. Most importantly, defense wins championships, and that outweighs the offense that we have, and that's what we're lacking at the moment. Because last year we had really good defenders, and all of a sudden this year they care about the offense more than they do the defense, when defense is more important. So we think about that, like this whole team overall with defensively, that they kind of went away from that.
Yeah, good feedback. I think this basketball team, you can look at it in a couple different ways. I think the offensive potency of this team, I mean, am I wrong by saying this? Is this the most dangerous offense in college basketball? I don't know. I mean, I asked that because of the fact that they have scored 100 points or more 9 times this season, which is the most that any SEC team has done since 1995 and 1996. On the flip side, how good is their defense? What is their, inside the paint play like? I don't know, what the ceiling is for this team, but I continue to say this. I don't know what happens today. Clearly, we can't predict the future. I don't even know what the line is on the game. I think Tennessee is probably favored in this game, maybe by 2 or 3 or whatever. Yeah. But the how I strongly feel about even Alabama's offense, which is crazy, I don't think that they've played their best game yet, and I don't think they've peaked yet. I think that they will peak at the perfect time of the season. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. And if, win or lose this game, it's going to provide them, if they win today, then, it provides them a lot of momentum going into the SEC tournament, whatever. But if they lose today, it still keeps them hungry because that will be the second time they lost to Tennessee. Remember, Tennessee, this team is elite. They were picked to win the SEC at the beginning of the season. Alabama, I mean, theoretically, you could say, if I'm Coach Oates, he's punching above their belt because they were picked number 5 by the media. So the line is Alabama -4. Oh, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was thinking about that because Alabama, 13-1 at home. So I appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you so much for that. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited about this game. I know the Crimson Crazies, the chaos they're getting into Coleman right now. I just saw some other tweets coming in. So I appreciate you, joining us this morning, Angel, and look forward to catching with you later on during the evening portion of the show. We're after our watch along right here on Bama Football on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take it easy, Angel. See ya. All right.
Thank you, man. Roll Tide.
Yeah, roll Tide to you. Angel calling in from Pigeon Forge. Let me see, T. He just messaged me. No, it was let's see. I'll be around. We'll be around for just a few more minutes. Then we have Coach Smook.
Sean, and then Smook.
All right. Yeah, I think Tony posted that as well. The people kind of flooding in. Yeah, that's cool. So here you have it, fam. Alabama basketball taking on Tennessee. My last thing, my last 10 minutes, I'll kind of switch gears here to Alabama football. As you know, Alabama football practices its first practice on Monday, March 4th. And then on Wednesday, we'll have an opportunity to watch Alabama football practice overall, I guess for the duration of practice. And then after that, we will go to on Friday, where we have another practice opportunity. So what you can expect from us here at Bama Football on YouTube is Coach Nate Oates' press conference tonight, but Coach Kalen DeBoer's press conference on Monday. And we'll bring that to you live right here. We'll be going live, and you'll check back the schedule because what's up, Chance? I see you inside the comment box. We will go live during, during practice, after practice. We'll kind of work all that because it's new to us as well in terms of like actually covering what can we do, what is realistic. We'll still have our live shows, so get accustomed to still having our live shows piped in with spring football coverage. And what you're watching right here, this is just practice footage of the past under Coach Saban, but we'll get a whole different opportunity to watch the team up close. And clearly there's a lot of storylines about this team when you're going into the season. I specifically have been asking you about every single position, and I think we'll probably wrap that up tomorrow as we do one more final preview before actual practice on Monday. And I think some of the bigger storylines for me when you look to offense, defense, is how is what's the offense going to look like simply under Coach Kalen DeBoer? What, is Jalen Milroe literally going to be the number one quarterback? Is it going to be like 4 quarterbacks taking reps? Who's going to be working with the first team? What type of improvement have we seen from Jalen Milroe? How is he working with his wide receivers? Which wide receivers step up? Which running backs are, emerging? Is it going to be, Justice Haynes? Is he going to be the number one guy? Are you going to have a 1-2 punch? Is it going to be, Richard Young? What are we going to see from him? Tight end wise, there's plenty of talent. How are they going to utilize a guy like C.J. Dupree? Are we really going to see Caleb Odom as a wide receiver instead of a tight end? Right. Offensive line, I think, is probably one of the bigger question marks for me, and I've talked about this countless times, is what is the first 5 going to look like? What is the second 5 going to look like? Who is going to be the tackles for Alabama? Right. And if you want to slide in here a few minutes before we get to Coach Sean, 205-850-1994 is the call line number. The defensive line, there's guys there. You got your plugs, Tim Keenan, Jaheim Otis. Who's going to be behind them? Jameer and Lathan, Damon Payne. The edge rushers, Keon Keeley, Quay Russo, Yanze, Q-Rob. Inside linebackers, Deontay Lawson, Jahar Campbell, Justice Jefferson, Jeremiah Alexander. Your corners. Who is going to be the corners? That's probably one of the biggest questions too, right? Damani Jackson, how is he going to look? Let me ask you something, chat, undefeated. Which 3 players are you most excited to see during spring practice? During Monday. Like, if you could just watch 3 players, who are you most excited to see? Let me know, undefeated, inside the comment box. I'm just asking for 3. That's it. Curious to see what undefeated has to say on that. T, what about you? 3 players. You just you're interested to see who they are. 3 players.
New players, or does it matter?
I think I just.
Well, I'm interested to see how Jalen looks.
Yeah.
This year.
Mm-hmm.
The center, right?
Parker Brailsford, yeah.
Brailsford.
Uh-huh.
And then, what's another good one?
What about Damani Jackson?
Oh yeah, I'm excited about him.
Yeah, the corner.
Him, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Chad is saying. Chance is up in this. Let's see. Kevin's saying that Florida and South Carolina be a good game too. Yeah, absolutely. Kimberly, we appreciate you. Thanks for watching every single day right here on Bama Football on YouTube, 100%. Chance is saying Tony Mitchell, Devontae Smith, Xavier, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Justice Haynes, Milroe, Keon Keeley, yep. Caleb Odom at wide receiver, dope. Marquita is saying Brailsford, Keon Saab, yeah. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Saab's a good one.
Yeah. Saab, and then Justice Haynes, Milroe, can't you see? Sometimes your muscles hypnotize me. Keon, Justice Haynes, Kendrick Law. Yeah. What year is the 3rd trip? What?
I don't know.
Didn't Ruben say he was at the hospital?
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
Meds kicking in? Ruben, man, I hope you're okay, bro. Seriously. I know we're not trying to rub it in that we're eating Hungry Howie's tonight, but seriously. Hope you're doing okay. Jeremy Bernard, good one. Okay, Keon Keeley. Keon Saab. That boy looked like Mike Tyson. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. He did. Yeah. Milroe. Can't you see? You don't know what that is, T, right?
No, I've never heard that.
That's from Biggie.
Of course I know that.
Biggie. Can't you see? All right. I don't know. Emmanuel Ruben Fool saying Henderson, Damani Jackson, the center, Parker Brailsford, Biggie. Yep. Biggie. Boom, 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 boom. Luke, Justice Haynes, yeah. Appreciate it. Good feedback right here in the comment box. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. T, did you have something cooked up one more time between on the social media front before we bounce out?
We can play.
All right. Chance is saying, "Got to turn it on." Kyle. No, she knows. T, you know about Biggie.
Yes.
So T lived in Atlanta. She is actually. Last night she was telling me about some. Didn't you want to go see what concert did you want? Did you say Outkast?
Yeah. Well, Andre 3000 is he's doing a show.
Have you seen Outkast before?
I have. I've seen them a bunch.
Okay.
A bunch.
Who's your favorite? Who from the ATL? Who do you like in terms of like R&B rappers?
R&B. Oh,
or who are your rappers?
I mean, Usher's obviously.
Yeah.
Up there.
Okay, so he's number one.
No,
like
I think Outkast is like just all of Outkast is number one.
Yeah. And then what about?
Luda's good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's in my top. Yeah, I think Outkast.
Yeah. Man, it's just crazy, like the music scene of Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just. I mean,
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right.
Let's see. I'll get this up.
I like. You know who else I like though is T.I.
T.I. Yeah.
I like T.I. because like when I'm working out, like I like his music.
Yeah.
Working out, I don't know, pumps me up. But Outkast is the GOAT for sure. Who's this from? Tony.
This is from Joe.
All right, Joe Gaither does a really great job with Bama Central. He has his own show. And here are the students coming in. See, but this is my thing. We got Coach Sean posted up. We'll get Coach Sean. Coach Sean, give me a thumbs up, man, when you see when. All right, Coach Sean, what's up, man? Bring you up in 2 seconds.
What's up, Kyle? What's going on, man?
Coach?
How you guys doing? You and Lady T.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning to you, man. Appreciate you being here.
Good morning to you guys. Yeah, man, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, man. We're talking about this Alabama basketball. By the way, man, it looks great, man. Your banner.
Oh, thank you, man. I was trying to find a way to get it the perfect, I guess setting or
it looks good. I think you just need a bigger light ring behind you because you're coming in a little dark. And it looks like you have a light ring based off the reflection of the frames, but you know what I'm saying? Like mine is let me show you mine. See if I can show you. Because mine is like a really large light ring. I got mine at Best Buy, so it's a little bit more light. And sometimes almost like Coach Smook has like 2 lights on the outside.
Right.
You know? That looks a little bit better. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a bigger one. I just bought this one in the beginning, didn't really know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah. Because because we have 2 light rings and these light rings, I don't know about yours, but they plug into the wall, like to the outlet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyways, man. Big basketball game going on tonight, man. That's gonna be crazy. There's still some questions to ponder on in terms of I just got kicked out. Somebody was like,
I was like, what?
No, someone was like, shut the hell up, Kyle. Get out of here. Let me listen to Coach Sean. Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, just got kicked out. But question marks, around spring football, whatever it is. I mean, we're finally made it to March. Carla's like made it into the portal. Yeah. So anyways, man, happy to have you here. Can't wait to hear your segment. Please take care of Coach Sean like you would of me. Coach Sean, do your thing, man. And we got Coach Sean rolling up right now. And then you got Coach Smook rolling through at 11. And then we got coverage right here on Bama Football on YouTube, including the watch along tonight with all right, see you, kid. Love you, dude. Right here on Bama Football on YouTube. So, Coach Sean, have a good segment, man, and we will catch you here in a little while right here on Bama Football on YouTube.
All right, got you, man. Thank you, guys. Shout out to the undefeated. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Lady T behind the scenes on the wheels of steel, if you will. Right? Shout out to her, man. She do a great job back there. Kyle do a great job as always. Shout out to all the coaches, all the guys, Ty, JM, Coach J, Coach Smoot, everybody, man. Those guys do an awesome job. And shout out to the undefeated, man. You guys are absolutely awesome. You always tap in with your brother, see how I'm doing, see what's going on, see what's the word for the day. And I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope your morning is starting off great. You know what I mean? Big basketball game tonight. We gotta eat off the floor tonight, man. We gotta win. We gotta do our thing. We've had some horrible road losses. Game day is here. It's time. It's time. It's time to put the world on notice that Bama basketball is here. Today is the day. Tennessee. And you know we playing that orange school that I can't stand. Good night. I can't stand them. Right? So we got to win this game for a multitude of reasons. One is huge in our conference. It's huge for tournament seeding, right? SEC tournament and NCAA tournament. And it's Tennessee, C. Right? We never want to lose to them in nothing. I don't give a damn if it's thumb wrestling. We don't want to lose to Tennessee, man, in anything. If somebody's keeping score, we want to put B2A to Tennessee as much as quite possible, right? So shout out to everybody, man. Let's see who we got in here, man. Let me see if my people's in here. Carla Bailey. What's up, Carla M. Bailey? How you doing, sweetie? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you up in here. Chance Green is in here. Kimberly Harmon. What's up, Kimberly? How you doing? I'm glad you guys in here. Thank you for coming. Kevin Lynch. What's up with you, bro? Roll Tide. Jared. What's up, bro? Roll Tide to you, man. Marquita, my neighbor, is in here. What's up, Marquita? Chris from New Jersey. What's up, Chris? Love your calls, Chris. How you doing, man? Glad you up in here, man. Glad to see you guys. Luke is in here. Tim Nolan is in here. Xavier Barker is in here. Right? Jermaine Mims is in here. Bama Steele is in here. We in here, man. We in here. Let's go. Mickey Pate is in here. Southern Red is in here. What's up, Southern Red? I like that. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I like that. What's up, Jared? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here, man. Tim Nolan, Carla Bailey, Jared, all my people in here, man. Good to see all of you up in here. Glad you tapped in with me. Only got a few subjects today. For this segment anyway. I'll have a few more tonight on my 7 o'clock segment, I think it is. I'll have a few more topics then. I got a few right now that I'd like to cover quickly, if possible. I noticed where Roll Tide, Luke, you already know, brother. Roll Tide to you. Roll Tide to you and your fam, right? I know exactly, Jared. I don't give a damn if it's marbles. All facts, Jared. If somebody's keeping score with Tennessee, we need to do the damn thing to them, right? In every single way possible. Cannot stand those guys. Won't even lie about it. Cannot stand them. I'll just keep it rated G. Can't stand them. We'll just say that, right? We had a segment where we was talking about the team that you just cannot lose to, right? I'm one of those fans. I'd rather lose to Auburn than lose to Tennessee, right? Auburn is like the little brother who will get a win every once in a while, right? You just slap him around a little bit. His win don't even really matter, right? He get a win every full moon, right? So what, right? Tennessee is that school that you absolutely can't stand, that if they ever beat you, even if it's one time in 2 decades, they're going to cling to that to 2046. So you definitely want to smack them around every chance you get every time you get a chance. 100% belt to ass with Tennessee in anything, if somebody's keeping score. Shout out to you guys. Glad you up in here. I noticed Kirby Smart has spoke on Coach Saban. And I was interested to see what Kirby Smart has said, because a lot of his constituents around him at the University of Georgia, Mike Griffith being one of them, seems to always say something negative about Coach Saban, right? Chris from New Jersey, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that, Chris. I appreciate that, brother. You know, I do the best I can. It's motivation to come in here and talk to you guys. I see beautiful people in here. Marquita's in here, and Cynthia, and Kimberly, and all my brothers in here. Tim Nolan is in here. Luke is in here. Chris from New Jersey, yourself. Just everybody. Mickey Pate, you know, got Southern Red up in here. Got everybody up in here, man. Bama Steel, right? Running numbers up if you guys can. Got Xavier Barker, everybody, man. So I definitely appreciate you, man. You know, that means a lot to me. And let's get it cracking. Let's go. So I was interested in seeing what Kirby said because, you know, some of his constituents seem to have some type of beef with Coach Saban, right? I guess losing to Coach Saban really makes the hate come in. It makes the hate set in, I guess I should say. Cynthia Middleton, how are you? I'm glad you're in here. Glad you're in here. Good to see you, Cynthia. You know, so I was interested. I was more than interested to see what Kirby Smart said and see not only what he said, but how he said it, if you know what I mean. So I looked at it and, you know, Kirby was saying how when he first heard that Coach Saban retired, he didn't believe it. Pretty much like everybody else. You know, you didn't believe it. You was like, oh, man, Coach Saban? Yeah, right. You didn't believe it, right? We was all in shock mode like that. So we understood. And what's up, Rich B? Tink, what's up, Tink? How you doing, man? Glad you guys in here. Rich B, Tink in here, man. Shout out to both you guys. And Kirby was like, I really wanted to watch his demeanor and watch what he said. Travis Paneer Sportscast, home team right there. What's up, Travis Paneer? How you doing, bro? Glad you up in here, man. Ruben Poole, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Glad you guys tapped in, man. I appreciate you. Right? Chance Green, right? So, hey, man, I appreciate you, Tim. That's much love, bro. Thank you for that, brother. Tim Nolan, shout out to you, man. So Kirby was from the heart on it, man. He really was. He was talking about how with Josh Pate that he didn't believe it, obviously, and he was saying how Coach Saban, he thought Coach Saban was going to, coach till he was just couldn't absolutely do it anymore, right? Kirby talked about how he got a text and he was like, nah, I don't believe that. I've heard that before, right? And Kirby was talking about how he give Nick a lot of credit because, Nick was very impactful on his career, very impactful, as we all know, right? A lot of people don't like talking about that anymore, but Kirby Smart, everybody loves Ebony. Everybody loves Ebony. What's up with you, Ebony? How you feeling? How you doing? Coach Sean loves Ebony. Coach Sean loves the undefeated. Everybody loves Ebony. Thank you for tapping in. Everybody loves Ebony. We appreciate you for that. The whole staff. I thank you for sure, for sure. So he was talking about how he gave Coach Saban a lot of credit for his career, right? And again, a lot of people don't like talking about it because Georgia's won so much. They don't like, and I understand at some point in time when you win, you sort of kind of want to step in your own shadow. I get it, right? But you can never forget where you came from, man. You can never forget who gave you the skills, whose blueprint you took to go start your program, right? Whose blueprint did you take to go start what you call a successful coaching career? And Kirby gave him love for that. Kirby was like, he's instrumental in my career. He talked about how every meeting he ever sat in with Coach Saban, right? On his staff, he was always in pursuit of what was best for the student athlete. He said that. I gave Kirby credit for that. Kirby Smart said he absorbed all of Coach Saban's knowledge that he bestowed upon him. He talked about how Coach Saban talked about don't just jump at the first job, right? Don't just jump at the first job. You know how when you become a successful assistant and you have some success, it's like you want to be a head coach so bad, right? That you jump at the first job that they offer you because you want to be a head coach extremely bad. Every assistant wants to be a head coach, most of them anyway. You want to run your own ship. You want to run your own, crew. You want to run your own team. And he coached Kirby to don't just jump at the first job because every job is not going to have the type of administration or resources that you need to be successful today, right? Don't just jump at the first job. Wait till it's the right job with the right resources, with the right administration that's going to back you financially to get the recruits that you can get, that's going to pay you well, that's going to use the plane whenever you need it, not just once every 3 months, that's going to let you burn that helicopter money whenever you want, right? Wait for the right job. And he said how Saban, preached that to him. And they asked him, so with Coach Saban retired, are you now the face of college football, right? And Kirby Smart said, I don't want to be the face of college football because I don't think that's the case. I think Nick was that and will continue to be that with the voice people should listen to. That's what Kirby Smart said. He said he's extremely intelligent. He's smart. He understands college football to the T. He understands all the problems we have as head coaches, and he wants what's best for the players. This is what Kirby Smart said about Coach Saban. He said that Coach Saban earned the right to be the face of college football with his consistent winning teams. Kirby, he said he's on the way to being the face, but may need a few years. So I want to give a big shout out to Kirby for that interview with Josh Pate. He sort of put it down for the GOAT and re-signified that Nick is the GOAT. I hope all the Georgia fans understand that. And it's no disrespect, but he did. Kirby Smart said it. Kirby said he had a lot more winning to do before you can talk to him and put him in that category, right? So I respect Kirby for keeping it real. Kirby Smart is a coach in his own right? He'll have his day. He won 2 national championships. What's up, Moon Rocker? How you doing, man? Good to see you up in here, bro. So I respect the fact that Kirby Smart did get that credit to the GOAT. He deserves it. And I think if there's a commissioner of college football over everything, I think Coach Saban would fit that bill to a T. Marquita says, I respect Kirby for the interview. I do too, because he could have easily did what he usually do and be arrogant. And, I don't even remember Alabama. He could have pulled that BS, right? But he didn't. He realized one day, you may think it's far off, but one day you'll be where Coach Saban is. You'll be retired. It'll be the next young, great coach coming up, and you want your credit too for what you've done, right? At the end of the day, and this is no disrespect to a great Georgia franchise, right? You won 2 national championships in 40 years, right? At the end of the day, you won 2 national championships in 40 years. That's the bottom line, right? Alabama has 6 in the last 15, right? So come on, man. Like let's stop that. Let's stop, man. Let's stop acting like we're better than Bama. We're this, we're that. Alabama has a whole new coach, right? And still picking right up where they left off. You got to give us the credit. You may not want to, right? You may not like Alabama. You may hate Alabama. You can't stand them, but you got to respect it. If you don't respect Alabama, then you're lying to yourself, right? And if you lie to yourself, that makes you a goof, right? A certified goof with a capital G, Goof, right? You can't look into the mirror and lie to yourself, right? That makes you a goof. That's what a definition of a goof is. You lie to yourself only because it'll make your mind think the narrative changes. No, you got to be honest. Give credit what credit is due. Coach Saban is the epitome of what a college football coach should be. And he took Alabama to new heights, a height that no other college team has done, right? And that's just the bottom line of it. So shout out to Kirby Smart for keeping it real on that interview. Steve Spurrier, man. So we've talked about in length Florida's schedule, right? We've talked about we don't know if Billy Napier pissed somebody off. We don't know if he made somebody angry. We don't know what the hell Billy Napier done, right? But Florida's schedule is the absolute toughest schedule I've ever seen a college football team play. And that's just a straight up fact. My girl Kimberly Harmon says, love watching your show at Coach Sean. Much love. Great advice too. Thank you, Kimberly. That kind of stuff is what I need to hear sometimes, man. I appreciate you more than you know for that. You guys mean everything. Your opinion mean everything to me. good or bad, right? I take the bad with the good because I can learn from the bad, right? Thank you. I appreciate you more than you know, Kimberly. That's much love to you. Larry Large, what's up, Larry? How you doing, bro? I was waiting till you get up in here, man, seeing all my regulars in here. How you doing, Larry? Hope your day going good, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it sucks because Billy has sort of got a short end of the stick. He came into Florida when Florida was sucky, right? He inherited a program. Hey, Cynthia, he must have did something of that nature, right? Cynthia says he must have pimp slapped the schedule. He had to do something, man, because it's like they purposefully gave Florida this crazy, crazy schedule that I've never seen before. Jared, bro, you killing it today, Sean. No notes. Yeah, man, right. Exactly. This is all memorization. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish T was in the background. I pull Florida's schedule up so the people could see it. That schedule is, man, listen, that schedule is crazy, right? I'm a Bama fan to the fullest, but if we had that schedule that Florida had, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, yeah, they trying to railroad us. That schedule's crazy, bro. I hope everybody gets an opportunity just to Google Florida Gators football schedule 2024. Look at their last 6 games, man. Crazy. Absolutely stupid, right? Gotta pardon me, guys. These allergies make my eyes water. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I got these long eyelashes, so these rascals be want to get in my eyeballs and all type of stuff. My daughter got the same kind. It's crazy. Love you back, Cynthia. That's a whole fact. We appreciate you. Thank you more than you know, Cynthia. Kevin Lynch says Coach Napier and his team could realistically be 5-2 by the time they face Georgia this year. Ooh, Kevin, you think so? Okay, well, answer me this, Kevin. I want you to answer me this. Let's just say for to be optimistic that you're right, they're 5-2. What would they be those last 6 games? Right? Let's say best case scenario, Kevin, they're 5-2. What would they be those last 6 games? Because I don't think they win any of those last 6 games. They might be, I mean, Florida State, maybe. Yeah, it's a rivalry game. You know, I don't know, right? They both kind of terrible at this point. I think Florida State with Alabama players will be more inclined to beat Florida. I don't know, man. I don't know. If they're 5-2, then Billy Napier needs to go to somebody's church, synagogue, mosque, whatever, and get on his knees and say, thank you. Thank you, right? Because I don't see that, Kevin. But in best case scenario, I do understand. You're right. It's crazy. It's crazy, you know. Yeah, Jared. I've actually learned how to do that already. I bring my own stuff up. Sometimes T.O. loaded at the bottom for all of us, and I bring it up. You know what I mean? The one thing I don't know how to do though is transfer graphics. Like I know how to bring this graphic up, but the transfer of graphics, you got to open another screen and all that, and this, that, and the third. And I like to use the mouse to do that. Right now I'm using the keypad, right? And because I have everything plugged up and I don't have the place for my mouse, I probably get one of those Wi-Fi mouses, of course, right? So yeah, I appreciate that, Jared. Thank you, bro. You know, good morning, Larry. Good morning to you, fam. Rich B. So Coach Spurrier, we all know Coach Spurrier is a Florida Gator legend, right? This guy, even now, at however old he is, 70 plus, 80, whatever he is, right? When he speaks, his voice still resonated in Florida, right? He's a legendary coach, and he's in a new role, ambassador to the Florida Athletics. I don't know what the hell that is, ambassador to Florida Athletics, you know? It's crazy. Never heard of no position made up like that, but hey, if you're getting paid for it, brother, shout out to you, right? The old ball coach still isn't shy when it comes to expressing his opinion about Florida and coaches and anything that any of the goings on, right, into year 3 of Billy Napier. Coach Spurrier was saying how he feels there's a lot of negativity going on around the Gators program. And he said, a lot of us feel like, Billy, what the heck are you doing? Right? What the heck are we doing? So there's a lot of questions, and Steve Spurrier was talking about he don't have the answers. He said, just because you hire the most people doesn't mean you're going to win, because, you know, Florida staff is huge. We thought we had a lot of analysts. No, Florida has a lot of analysts, man. They got so many people. They got almost twice as many people as Alabama had on sideline. Steve Spurrier talked about all these people. You know, I question how much that really helps, right? OG Ephraim. What's up, Ephraim? Good to see you in here, brother. Thank you for coming. And, you know, Spurrier talked about how Billy was a good guy. He gave the same old song and dance, the typical, you know, Billy's a great guy. He's a great coach. He works his tail off. I like Billy, good family man. Then he hit him with, but I do wish the organization was a little bit more tidy, right? More coaches doesn't equal more wins. When you look at Billy Napier's record, he's 11-14 with the Gators and fresh off a 5-7 campaign in 2023. There was speculation that he would give up the play calling duties this year and focus more on the program oversight. But he recently confirmed that he will continue his active role in the play calling world. That's crazy. So I was like, you know, this dude Billy is somebody setting him up to get the can. Now I will say, if Billy Napier has a winning record with this schedule, that dude may earn Coach of the Year, man. Right? I mean, the schedule's just that tough, bro. He talked about how Billy Napier talked about how he won't relinquish the play calling now. He changed his mind. He talked about he thinks the big picture wise, they're taking the best group of kids. And, you know, he gave all the coach speak, all the great coach speak. We've done a ton of work in the off season. I think down the stretch, we played pretty good offense. You know, we did this very well. He gave all the normal coach speak that you think a coach would do when you're trying to coax the fan base into being patient with you. This schedule is not going to allow for that. This schedule is not going to allow for Florida fans to be patient. Now, one of our undefeated said best case scenario 5-2, right? And that may be best case scenario under the circumstances of his first 4, 5, 6 games, 7 games, right? But when you look at these guys' last 6 games, Florida could realistically lose their last 6 games straight. Like, they could lose every last one of those games, man. Every one of those games are excessively losable. And so if this guy ends the season at what? Let's just say they got 8 wins on the season. Is that enough? Right? That's tough, man. That's tough. If he wins 8 games in this schedule, that dude deserves Coach of the Year. I promise you that. Caitlin Ingle. Glad you're up in here, Caitlin. You said you try to make it. Much love to Caitlin. I appreciate you, Caitlin, for coming. Roll Tide to you and your family. Cynthia Middleton says, fast, Coach Sean. I bet they go 0-6 that last stretch. They very well could, Cynthia. Kevin, look at that last stretch, if you will. Look at that last stretch, man. Kevin says, then they go 1-5 in the last. Facts. So I don't know, guys, right? But Coach Spurrier spoke on it. He spoke on it, man. And, you know, Coach Spurrier is not one to mince his words, if you know that, man. Jay Jackson, what's up with you, bro? Shout out to Jay Jackson. Much love. He gave love to the undefeated. Shout out to you, Jay. Glad you up in here, bro. So Coach Spurrier also, and remember, Coach Spurrier was at some type of podcast talking about this. So it made its rounds. You know, that interview grew legs. Coach Saban said he didn't. I mean, Coach, why I keep calling this man Coach Saban. Coach Spurrier told that he didn't understand why Billy was putting his future in the hands of a freshman quarterback, a la DJ Lagway, right? He was putting his future in the hands of a freshman quarterback who's never played college ball. And I don't know how smart that is with the schedule that they got. Maybe it'll help them down the road, no question about it. But I don't know how smart that is with this schedule. And Coach Spurrier spoke on it. Coach Spurrier clearly said, he's the type of person to never call for someone's job. But he said he admitted the Florida fans are impatient. They're tired of losing. And they're going to want answers. They're going to want some accountability for this football season. I don't know how much accountability you could really put on Billy Napier with this schedule. What is this, Billy's fourth year, maybe? So I think with this schedule, if Billy can win 9 games, it may quiet the masses for a year or two. It may quiet Coach Spurrier, who understands how it is to be in these pressure cooker situations, who understands how it is to have a schedule that's so tough, nobody wants to play it, right? So it may quiet the masses just for a little while. When Coach Spurrier is sort of like Coach Saban is to Alabama, to Florida, right? When Coach Spurrier speaks, a lot of alumni listen, a lot of administrators listen, a lot of fan funders, boosters listen to Coach Spurrier. I mean, for God's sakes, they gave the man the ambassador to Florida athletics title. That's just a made-up title that somebody made to keep this guy on staff or to add him on staff and to keep the name Steve Spurrier around Florida football. So we'll see what happens with Florida. Shout out to everybody involved with that situation amongst the lawsuit that they're dealing with from that kid that they promised to pay that they never paid, right? Shout out to them, right? Better y'all than us. A lot of people mad about that 3-3-2-2-1 format we talked about. I told you guys this was going to happen. Yeah, Cynthia, glad it ain't us. Better them than us, right? All facts, Tim Nolan. I think you might be right, Tim. They got a rough go at it, brother. They got a rough go at it. Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State. Take your pick, man. The L's are plentiful. The L's are plentiful. A lot of people mad. What's up with you, Coach Smook? I see you in there, man. Pull that comment up, man. Like you pull mine up. What's crazy is all the allegations are being thrown out. Florida and Tennessee getting off with NIL infractions. Man, they getting off with hella infractions. That's a whole fact. Especially, Tennessee doing some outlandish stuff. I can't stand them. But Florida promised this kid $13 million. At least Tennessee paid their kid. You know what I'm saying, Smook? Florida said, the hell with it. We're going to tell you we're going to pay you. We give you 2.2, and the rest you just got to go find yourself somewhere. We'll pay you later. What dude say? I'll pay you late. Give me a hamburger today, and I'll pay you later, or however the little saying go. The dude's family was like, nah. You said if we signed with you, this was our payout. Now look at that. Going to court. Man, and you ain't played a down of college football. So, he's played now. He's in college football now. But at the time, kid hadn't played it down in college football, man. And you're suing people because they didn't give you $13 million. That's 2024 for you, right? Popeye, Chris from New Jersey. You already know. You picked that saying up. Smook. A lot of people mad about that 3-3-2-2-1, Coach Smook. Remember what I said? We all said a lot of people weren't going to like that, right? You mean the SEC get 3 automatic bids? The Big Ten get 3 automatic bids, right? We only get 2. A lot of people mad about that, boy. They complaining. Dabo complaining. Everybody complaining. Mario Cristobal. They something else, Coach Smook. My question to them would be, if I could sit down with Dabo, I would want to ask Dabo this. Dabo, you won your championships. We get it. You have a voice because you won your championships, right? You won your championships. We give you that. So your voice do hold some weight. Mario Cristobal should shut the hell up, right? You deserve belt to ass. You ain't won nothing. You ain't won your division. You ain't won your conference. You barely at 500 every year, a little over. You've won nothing. Nobody has any reason to listen to you. And I like Mario. He coached at Bama, offensive line coach. Have nothing against Mario. but you need to be quiet. You and your program are utterly irrelevant, right? North Carolina has become a bigger player in the ACC than you, and that's a damn shame. A basketball school, right? You should be quiet, Mr. Cristobal. Respectfully, no hate. You should be happy to get 2 automatic bids in that conference. Remember, this is the ACC. You should be ecstatic to get 2 automatic bids. You think we're going to get you 3 in the ACC? Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Facts, Jared. That was my saying, right? That was Florida's NIL program. Sign with us and we'll pay you later, right? Give us your signature today for a payout tomorrow, whenever the hell it is, right? Which never came. So it's crazy right now, right? The ACC should be happy, right, Carla? They should be happy, man. Right, Cynthia? The ACC getting 2 that means every playoff, you will most definitely get 2 guaranteed schools in the playoff. Clemson probably somewhere clicking their heels. I don't know why Dabo mad. You know you're going to be there in that pitiful conference, right? You're going to be there, Dabo, right? I sort of can kind of understand when I really look at it why Mario complains as far as his team, but as far as complaining about his conference, you should be quiet. You have no argument because you hadn't won your conference at all. I'd rather you complain for your team. I can respect that. You're the head coach. Stop crying about the ACC like the ACC is the SEC or the Big Ten. And your team hadn't won it anyway. So even if you did get 3, you might not still make it. North Carolina would take that up, right? And Virginia is coming. That man got Virginia rolling. So when you hear these guys in these other conferences complain, the Big 12 complaining, right? Why do we only get 2 bids? Well, because your conference is awful. Your best school in your whole conference is probably Oklahoma Dadgum State. That's why. Who the hell want 3 teams out of that conference? Stop it. Stop it, man. It's just a lot of posturing going on as we knew this was going to come. We all talked about this. Me, Coach Smooth, we all talked about it. We all, right, Kimberly? We all talked about this was coming next. Somebody going to be mad. When really and truly, Tink, this is the best pattern. This is the best way to me to ensure that you get all your best teams along with your group of 5 team, right? Let's give them a chance, right? We saw Alabama play Cincinnati, right? We saw this past season, we saw Oregon play Liberty, right? Don't know who the hell want to see those games again, but hey, they got a spot, right? You got to plead. Beggars can't be choosers, right? So the college football playoff has unveiled its first 12 team, hasn't unveiled its first 12 team playoff yet, obviously. But discussions on the 14 team playoff continue to be talked about. The Big 12 and the ACC coaches are upset about it. In the 12 team playoff structure, the 5 highest ranked conference champions are guaranteed a spot, which I think that's stupid, right? Because your conference champ, in your conference in the Big 12 may get their neck knocked off the first game, right? This way you'll have 2 teams. Why not go with this one, right? But sources told ESPN that the 14 team model that the SEC and the Big Ten are proposing is being considered as the best way. ESPN is even considering it the best way to get the best teams on the field. Automatic first round buys for the Big Ten. The SEC is like the NFL. Says the Cowboys get a first round buy, Bama get a first round buy, Ohio State get a first round buy, or Michigan or Georgia, whoever it is, right? The rest of the automatic bids play. And here's what they're mad about, though. It's not even about the 3-3-2-2-1. It's about, sure, we get the 3 automatic bids, right? But that means we'll also have the other schools who are ranked in the top 10. Let's just say Ole Miss don't get one of the top 3. Well, hell, they're the 4th best, and they're ranked at number 10. So that means Ole Miss will get in, right? or the number 12 ranked team will get in. They're afraid of the SEC having 5 teams in this thing, 3 automatic, 2 top 15, top 14 ranked, right? That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of the SEC and the Big Ten just taking this thing over. And then it becomes the SEC versus the Big Ten tournament. That's what they're afraid of, which is that any damn way, right? Look back over history, guys. Outside of Clemson and Florida State, way back in Jimbo's days, it's been the SEC versus the Big Ten, whether it's first round, second round, however you want to chalk it up. Michigan, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan State, however you want to look at it. Michigan, Alabama, however you want to chalk it up, right? So all you're doing is prolonging the inevitable, right? The NCAA's power is leaving. We just saw that. The judge in Tennessee pimp slapped them and told them, be quiet, go sit over there, right? Your power is leaving. The SEC and Big Ten have pretty much laid the gauntlet down in a professional way, saying, if you don't give us this pattern, we'll be out of here. And you can have the ACC and Big 12 and do what you want to with them teams. If that happens, you better believe Notre Dame, like I talked about a couple of days ago, Notre Dame is going to be like, nah, you can't have this without me. I'm going with one of these 2 conferences. You better believe Clemson is going to say the same thing. You better believe Florida State's going to say the same thing. It's becoming an SEC world versus a Big Ten world, right? That's what it's becoming. And if they don't do this 3-3-3 or 3-3-2-2-1, look for the Big Ten and the SEC to dip, right? To separate themselves completely from this NCAA football structure. You heard it here first, right? Coaches in these conferences don't even have the power to change the format, right? That lies with their respective commissioners and ultimately with the presidents of the college football board, right? A playoff format that guarantees a first round bye, to any team, division, conference, has to be voted on by these guys, right? Oklahoma State coach Mike Gundy, you all know Mike Gundy, right? He said, based off the premise proposed on this new structure, a team could be undefeated and ranked number 1 in the country and still not receive a first round bye because teams were awarded one before the season ever began. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. He's trying to cover for his team, not his conference, right? He's trying to ensure if we win, what he's saying is if we win the Big 12, right, we're undefeated. We should get a first round bye, even though your conference suck. Even though this team is 11-1 in the SEC and may beat you by 30. You're undefeated don't mean nothing, man. Liberty was undefeated. That's all we talked about. Liberty's undefeated. They deserve a chance. Well, guess what happened? A 2-loss Oregon team beat them like they stole something. How did the undefeated work out for you? Right? How did that 0 in your loss column work out for you? Right? We played Cincinnati in the first round 2 years ago. Right? Cincinnati was undefeated, right? They chose not to let Alabama in the tournament. They let us in the tournament. We played Cincinnati that year. They chose to let us play those guys in the first round because they deserved to be there, right? Cincinnati deserved to be there. This is when they had Sauce Gardner and Kobe Bryant and all those, and the quarterback for the Falcons now, forgot his name. I forgot his name. Riddler, whatever his last name is. He was the quarterback of the Falcons right now. So when Cincinnati had Desmond Ritter, when they had all those guys, well, guess what happened? Alabama beat them like they stole something. B-Rob had well over 100 yards rushing. It wasn't a game that people didn't want to watch, right? By the third quarter, it was 80% Bama fans in there because the Cincinnati fans went home, right? So what did your undefeated mean? What did your 0 in your loss column mean? Well, they're undefeated. They deserve it. Bro, it's a big difference, undefeated, in most deserving and best team, right? We can't get away from that. Just because you go undefeated over here does not make you one of the best teams, right? Let me say that again for all the haters that's in here rubbernecking. Just because your team goes undefeated in the Hubba Bubba Jeep Meineke Sparkle Conference, right? It does not mean they're one of the best teams. All it means is you won the Hubba Bubba Jeep Meineke Sparkle Conference. That's all it means. You put you over there in the SEC with them teams, you'll lose 4 games, right? You put you over there in the Big Ten, you'll lose 2 games, right? Possibly 3. So I don't want this conference champ automatically get up. I ain't for that, because all conferences, I tweeted this out, all conferences are not created equal. This tweet had about 5,000 tweets. I tweeted Pete Thamel. I responded to Pete Thamel, and the repost had just as many. I mean, it had quite a few, retweets, reposts, whatever you call them, right? I said it again. All conferences are not created equal, man. Your conference champ might not mean nothing in the Big Ten or the SEC. How do you know this, Coach Sean? Okay, I watched Oklahoma, who beat up everybody in the Big 12 with Jalen Hurts when he transferred, with CeeDee Lamb, with all these great players, right? I watched them beat up everybody in the Big 12. I watched them play LSU in the first round of the playoffs. And I swear to you, if you think I'm lying, go look at the score. The score at halftime was 44-17 or 49-17. They end up beating them like 63-29 or something like that. That LSU team from the SEC whipped their asses, belt to ass, bro. Your conference champ. Now, you mean to tell me this same LSU team who just struggled with Bama 3 weeks prior, right, with a gimpy tour, right, beat us 46-41 in Tuscaloosa, right? You telling me that team was better than Alabama, who played against LSU? That Oklahoma conference champ was better than Alabama, right? Only difference is you got that conference champ behind your name in a much weaker conference, right? I watched Michigan State from the Big Ten champ who beat Ohio State, play at Bama 2 weeks later. I watched Derrick Henry run for almost 200 yards against them and beat them like they stole something, right? So I guess my point is I watched conference champ Ohio State in the COVID year, who before the season talked about 6 games was enough. 6 games is enough. We played 6 games. We're Ohio State. We deserve to go to the playoffs. They let them in. I watched them play Bama and get beat 52-24, beat them like they stole something. After the game, well, we only played 6 games. Complete tune had changed. So I saw your conference champ play against the SEC conference champ. I saw what happened. I saw a Big Ten conference champ in Michigan who whipped everybody, struggled against Maryland, pretty much beat up everybody, beat up Ohio State, beat up everybody, right? Beat up Washington in the finals, right? I watched that team squeak out a win against Alabama in overtime in a game that we truly, hate to sound like a stupid fan, we truly should have won, right? I watched this team. I watched their players after the game in post-game interviews say that Bama team was the best team we played all season. I won't lie about it. I watched Love Lady say that Bama team was the best team we played all season. After that, you heard all the haters be quiet, right? I watched Jim Harbaugh say that Bama team tested us like we hadn't been tested all season. I watched all the haters say, I watched Ryan Day start trembling after he heard that. So much so that he went out and paid 3.5 to our safety to get him, right? So the world is on notice, man. Big Ten, SEC. This 3-3-2-2-1 format will be the way that they go because you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. And the SEC and Big Ten clearly feed college football and everything around it. That's a whole fact. You know what I mean? There's truth in the details, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen to these details coming out. There's truth in these details. Please believe what I'm telling you, right? Undefeated. I need to know. One thing I need to know. What are you guys talking about, man? What are you guys talking about? Keep your eyes on that too, guys. Keep your eyes on that Big 12, ACC complaining about the SEC Big 10. Keep your eyes on that. That's going to be, yeah, there's truth in it, Marquita. There's there's truth in it. I promise you, in everything you do. Yeah, Ephraim, I seen that. I seen us in Ohio State had a home and home coming up. It seemed like so long ago when that thing was scheduled. Now it's almost here. I forgot what year it is, 25, 26, something like that. Clemson can beat Georgia. I respect you, Mike G, but I 1 billion% disagree. Mike, I respect it though, Mike. Much love to you, right? But I think Georgia's going to whip their asses, to be completely honest. They got a quarterback back. All their defensive personnel was young last year. They got a lot of defensive linemen back, and they got their same coordinators. So I think Georgia's going to beat them like they stole something. All the way back. I mean, they can beat them, Mike G. You weren't lying. They can beat them. I don't think they will though, right? They can beat them. I don't think they will though. Chris from New Jersey says, Coach, did you see Dallas ran faster than Terrion? Yeah. And Terrion had a bad start. If you guys look, his start, he sort of went to the left a little bit, and just that one little half step will knock your time down. Terrion is probably a 4.45 guy, a 4.4 guy. Believe if he ran a 4.5, 4.41 on that start, Terrion's probably a 4.4 guy. Dallas got a very good. The start is everything in the 40-yard dash. Any coach will tell you that. The start is everything, right? I watch Henry Ruggs have an outstanding start and ran a 4.27, right? So your start is everything. I watch Tony Brown run a 4.34. Great start. You got to have a good start in that 40, man. That's why they practice on that before the combine. Creed Jackson, salute to you, my friend. Roll Tide, bro. Roll Tide. Dallas made himself some money, but see, Terrion made himself some money too. Teams were raving about Terrion's interviews. That kid's personality is infectious, right? That's part of what teams look for: character, attitude, infectious personality. Terrion will get drafted on sheer base of he's the kind of kid that coaches want to coach. That's what I want in my program. If I was a GM, I want that kid, right? Always smiling, a dog, gonna tell you how he feel, respectfully, not arrogant in any shape, form, or fashion, hard worker. Kid come from a program where if you don't work hard, you won't play. Kid talked about how he got benched, and that humbled him. That put some wood onto the fire, if you will. So I do believe Terrion will be the first or second corner taken. It's unfortunate for Kool-Aid that he had that injury. I hate that. They'll sideline him for a while, but I still think Kool-Aid will be picked early. I do. That kid is a talent in his own right. And I did see that. All facts, Carla Bailey. All facts. The film speaks for itself with Terrion, right? Jay Jackson says, Clemson and Florida State are in SEC battlegrounds, but scared to come to the SEC. Yeah, Florida State had a chance, Jay. Florida State had a chance to come years and years ago with Bobby Bowden still there, and they chose not to, right? The SEC was chasing them. They chose not to, right? Clemson, for as much as Clemson diss South Carolina, the Clemson fans are always talking about how they beat up on South Carolina, and they do. I dare say, I think South Carolina has bigger cojones because South Carolina is in a conference where they can't hide, right? Clemson is in the conference to where they can hide, right? You can't hide in the SEC, no matter what division. Even before we went to non-divisions, if you're in the East, you're going to play Georgia. No shape, form, or fashion about it. If you're in the West, you're going to play Alabama. Just is what it is. Go ask Auburn about hiding, right? That's the only school in the country whose biggest two rivals were the last two national champions before this year, right? Were the previous two national champions, Alabama and Georgia, and they got to play them every year. And in most years, a week apart, 2 weeks apart. So, yeah, Clemson don't want that smoke, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Jay. They may be forced to take that smoke because their conference is on P's and Q's. If you think going to get Stanford from the damn Pac-12 is going to save you. It may save your conference with the academic overall average, right? It'll definitely save you on that with Stanford. It's not going to save you on the football field, right? Going to get Cal 2,000 miles away, it's not going to save you on the football field, not even the basketball field, right? May get you a few more eyeballs on the West Coast, but those eyeballs will soon be diminished if the ACC don't get its just due on these payouts. It's all about the almighty dollar, man. It's all about that. Kevin Lynch said, Coach Sean, who do you think will replace Terrion at corner? I think Damani Jackson will. I think Damani Jackson will play the field side or the boundary, either one. I think Damani will be one corner, and I said on my video, I think Jaleel Hurley may be the other. Xavier Brown is going to be right there, the young kid. I think Xavier Mintz is going to end up playing safety. I really do. Bigger kid who can play safety or corner. Awesome athlete. I think Jaleel Hurley being in the program, putting on the good weight. Kid is 6'2", came in about 168. He's about 180 now. I think Jaleel Hurley will get the first crack at it. I really do. I really do. So I think Damani Jackson and Jaleel Hurley will be the corners. Stephen Angle, Terry Young will be the first corner off the board. I think so too, Stephen. At best, first corner. At worst, second corner, right? Ephraim says fractures can take a long time to hit. Yeah, depending on which bone it is. If it's on the top side of his foot, facts, right? Those are small bones. They do take a long time to get strong. That's a whole fact. But I think Kool-Aid's tape speak for itself. This kid been playing since he was a freshman. He got more than enough tape, and I think that's what the NFL GMs go off. The scouts, they understand little small injuries. Scouts that I know will tell you they rather for you to have a bone break than a ligament tear, right? Bone breaks come back stronger. We all know that. The bone breaks aren't the biggest deal. I tell anybody, if you got a pick, take the bone break. Take the broke foot over the torn ligament, right? That ligament may never be the same. May not ever be the same. Damani will be a starter. You can believe that. Damani Jackson, as of today, is the most experienced corner on our roster. You better believe he's going to start. You can believe that, right? Outside of Damani, unless we get some more transfers in the portal this next time it open, outside of Damani, you got a gang of freshmen and redshirt freshmen at corner. Damani will be a starter. Guaranteed that. Cynthia Middleton says, Clemson and Florida State fans would be competing to who would be the bigger crybabies. All facts. See, I don't think Florida State's, as much as I think they fit the SEC with their geography, right? I don't think Florida State wants to come to the SEC because of everything that happened, past things. It'll be tougher for them in the SEC. They know that. But we don't want the Big Ten to have them. We don't want the Big Ten to have no options to Florida outside of what they already have. I want Notre Dame to come to the SEC for the simple fact that I don't want them in the Big Ten. That'll tip the scales if they get Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a big fish, man. I'm not a Notre Dame fan by any stretch of the imagination. But remember, college football today is about eyeballs, guys. It's about eyeballs. It's about geography. It's about how many people in this section of the world can watch our conference, right? How many eyeballs can make our TV contracts worthwhile? Notre Dame is going to bring a lot of eyeballs, right? A lot of eyeballs, probably more than Ohio State, Notre Dame will bring more eyeballs than a lot of our schools in the SEC, right? Notre Dame will bring 2 times as eyeballs as Kentucky will as far as football, 3 times as far as Ole Miss. Well, I might have that backwards. 3 times as far as Kentucky, 2 times Ole Miss. Notre Dame has fans everywhere. Please believe that. Not a lot in the South, a few here and there sprinkled. Notre Dame is a big brand, man. Can't take nothing from them guys on that aspect. And unlike USC, whose fans are sort of like Miami fans, They come out when the team is doing well. They support the team wholeheartedly when they're doing well, right? When the team sucks, you don't really hear too much about them. The game's not really packed. Notre Dame fans support, whether they're doing good, bad, indifferent. Notre Dame fans are going to sell that stadium out. They're going to tailgate in the snow with bars and all types. They're going to play horseshoes on the ice and all types of stuff, right? You got to give Notre Dame their credit in that aspect. Carla M. Bailey says, I can't wait to see what Damani can do in Bama system. Luckily for him, he's coming in at a time when everyone may be learning something new. That's a whole fact. That's a great comment, Carla. That's a great comment. That's the true comment as well. Damani, let me say this again. Damani Jackson is our most experienced corner on the team right now. Remember, Trey Amos is gone. Terry Young, gone. Kool-Aid, gone. Jalen Key, who played safety, gone. Right? Damani Jackson started for USC in the games he played in before he got hurt. Right? Had some great games against Washington, played against. Damani had experience. They just used him wrong. Right? This kid was this close to coming to Bama before he left high school. Right? A shutdown corner, had a knee injury, came back, played well. This will be really his first year healthy, really. So I'm excited to have that young man. He's been working his butt off. He's going to have an opportunity to go against some great receivers, to enhance his draft stock, and to make a real name for himself here in the SEC, not in the Pac-12 where can't nobody see you play because y'all play at 2:00 in the morning. Jared say ACC ain't capturing championships. Shout out to Jared. Dr. 334, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Here's the thing about Jalen Mbakwe, Tink, that I'm going to be realistic about. You may get some others tell you different. It's just my humble opinion. I don't think Jalen Mbakwe is going to play this year, and I'm going to tell you why I don't think so. I think he's going to play, but I don't think he'll start because Jalen Mbakwe, when I watch both of them, I don't think Jalen Mbakwe is as polished as Xavier Brown at corner. I don't. I think he's a better athlete, faster, stronger, quicker, but I don't think he's a better corner. He when I watched him in the All-Star game for Bama, Jalen was just lining up playing. I mean, I understand when you watch Xavier in the other All-Star game, the Under Armour, whatever it is, kid understand leverage. You see how he was playing that Jeremiah, whatever the kid's name is, the receiver, went to Ohio State, inside leverage on the shoulder, understanding how to play press, understanding when to bail, when not to bail, understand. You can tell that kid is a corner. Unfortunately for Jalen, he's such a great athlete. They had him playing quarterback. Didn't play one down of defense for real. You know what I mean? And the year before that, he got hurt. So the kid was the best athlete, so they had to use him at quarterback. Now, he's a great athlete, and when he learns how to play cornerback in college, he's going to be one of the best. But I think there's more polished guys right now, if you're talking about technique-wise, right now on this roster. I don't know if that'll hold him back. For all we know, Jalen Mbakwe might be a great learner. He might learn quick and get on the field, right? I think it's going to be Damani Jackson at one corner and Jaleel Hurley at the other. I believe that. I think Jaleel, having all those practice reps last year, going against the starting offense, kid came in about a 168. He's 180 now. Kid is 6'2". You know what I mean? He got beat up a lot last year, right? He understood. He was so good that Dez Ricks transferred, right? He got offered a bag, but Dez Ricks saw the writing on the wall, right? This kid stayed. So you got to give him his credit. I think Jaleel Hurley will be the man on that side. And I think Damani Jackson will be the man on the other side. I don't know who's going to be boundary, who's going to be field, but I can believe those two kids will be in the running. Yeah, Xavier Brown's going to be a problem, man. You see the practice video of that cat, man. Man, listen, that kid understands how to play corner in college. So I do believe somewhere down the road he'll be in the rotation. How soon? Nobody knows. Shout out to Dr. 334. I appreciate you, Dr. 334. It's just going to be interesting, guys. I'm going to tell you a kid nobody's talking about. And I think this kid is going to have a role this year in this especially in this kind of defense. Curtis Perry. Curtis Perry is a smaller guy, but he's quick. He reminds me a lot of Quinnen, shorter guy. quick off the ball. First step is quick, man. Quick, right? I think in this type of defense, this type of front, he'll have a role somewhere. I do. I think Curtis Perry's going to get in there and be in the rotation. I'm just excited for spring practice to start so we can really get in and see what's going on. A lot of position battles that I covered on the video. You guys make sure you tap in with that video, run the likes up on it if you can. Tap in with the video I did on positional breakdowns, spring battles. What's up, Coach Mook? What's going on with you, boy? Had a lot of different things, a lot of different angles we talked about. What you pouring, bro? That you got, man? What you drinking on?
Some of that white cran peach, ocean spray.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Juice, hey, that's good business, bro. Proud of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to the guys about our starting DBs and positional battles going into spring and who I thought was going to be on that field at the time. I told him that I think Jaleel Hurley's going, I missed Dr. 334. Dr. 334, $50 super chat. All good, Coach Sean. Thank you.
Hold on. Let's give them some love. We got to start doing this the right way. Hold on. Here we go. When they hit them big bombs like that, we got to give them their love, man.
Shout out to you, Dr. 334. We appreciate you more than you know, man. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Roll Tide to you.
Roll Tide.
It's all love. Man. Yeah, man. Facts. All facts. I told him that I thought Jaleel Hurley may possibly get on that field this year. I do.
You know what, Coach Sean?
Yeah.
Before I got to campus last week, I was thinking that he might be a step behind. But getting here and like being at Coleman and around Malmore the other day, talking small talk around the campus and stuff. Jaleel Hurley has been getting a lot of talk, and that was a guy that I was high on last year. Trying to get him in the rotation last year, and when I didn't see that, it was only safe to assume that something wasn't clicking, right?
Yeah.
But you go back and you watch the high school film, and we already watched the highlights on a few weeks ago. We watched his highlights, and I was saying he's a guy to look out for to make a push, because coming out of high school, I was really big on this kid, and I got to see like updated, not schematics, but updated weight, measurables and everything. And like you said, he's at that college weight now. He looks like, he looks like a college DB now. I mean, the form, the technique, all of that has always been there, right? The skill set has already been there. It was just about it clicking. And I think now with a fresh set of eyes over there evaluating, I think he has a new sense of energy to go out and perform at a certain level. And I'm right there with you, man. He and Damani Jackson under Coach Mo Lindquist, they're going to be able to prove some things this year.
Yeah, I think so too, brother. I think it's his time. He's still young. He went through practice last year, taking those reps, taking his lumps. And I think he's going to be all right, man. I really, really do. I really, really do, man.
It's
Coach
crazy,
Smook,
though,
check
man.
I'm going to get up out of here, man. I had came on early. I got to go do some stuff real quick, man.
Yeah, today a busy day for all of us, man.
Yeah, man. I got some stuff in the fire. I got with my daughter going on. They taking pictures at the Von Braun, doing all this kind of stuff with these cheerleading stuff, man. This competition stuff going on. All this flippity flip, turn flippity flip going on. You know what I'm saying? So Jared wants me to ask you, Coach Mook, what type of lights do you have? I need to get a bigger light. This is the one I have. This is a little one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have the little rascal. This little thing right here.
Oh, them good. I used to use that. They good. You just got to get more than one. I got two
more than one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely gonna need two of them.
Okay, that's what I need, more than one. Cool.
Yeah, just and depending on how big the room is, I see. Did you switch rooms? Where you streaming from?
No, it's the same room. Okay. It's just I'm scooted back closer to the wall. So
okay, get you two lights. Watch this. Look, get you two lights like this.
Oh, okay. You got I saw those too. I saw those.
Yeah. The box lights are fire. Nah.
Okay. So you got one. You got them on each side.
Yeah. The only reason they don't look all the way like I wanted to is because I need the ring light like you got, and I'm gonna put it behind my camera. That way it could have the right amount of light coming from. So all this like shadow you see in my glasses is because I don't have the ring light in front.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the ring light by your camera, like.
Yeah, that's what
like that.
If I once I get it. Yep. Even that right there gives you a little different, a better clear picture. But you get them 2 lights on the side, it'll even all that light out. Jared does lighting and stuff like that for recording. So if he suggesting something for you,
oh yeah, that's why I was listening to him. That's why I was listening to him for sure. He seemed like he know. That's why I was listening to him. Facts.
Yep.
So check it out,
got
guys.
some good people in the chat, man.
Yeah, man. I told him anything you can critique me on, please tell me. I ain't the get mad kind of person. I'm gonna listen and be like, thank you, and then I'm gonna tell you thank you after that. Thank you so very much, right? Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you so very much, man. Kimberly, love all you guys to death, man. Take my brother Tim, Nolan, everybody, man. Carla, you already know. Jared, good advice, bro. I appreciate you. Steven, Dr. 334, my bro. Tink, everybody, man. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate you. I'll tap back in with you tonight at 7, I think it is. You know what I mean? And I will be back. Coach Mook finna light it on fire.
Oh no. You off, everybody off tonight because
really?
the game.
Because of the hoop game. Okay. Yeah.
We got some surprises.
Hey man, speaking of that,
too.
Listen, Coach, I wrestled in basketball season. I always wrestled in the same season. No, basketball and wrestling is in the same season. So I was always wrestling in that. Smook is the hooper, right? I can hoop, but I can't hoop. I can hoop and I can play, but I ain't college worthy for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Smook is the hooper. Smook, what they gonna do today? I need a breakdown real quick right now before I go.
All right, so check this out. Today, I feel like because of the what's all playing into this game, it's going to be a different vibe. When Bama team, they start so freaking slow, right? But they know how to show up for these games, man. So expect similar to what we saw against, what was that, Ole Miss, when we went down like 17 or something like that in the first half and came back and scored 60-something points. I expect that type of game, but this time it's in the evening. So our boys play these night games. They play them hard. I see Mark Sears probably going off. They only got one more home game after this, I believe. And Mark Sears, I'm gonna need what's my kid in the middle? I forget his name off rip. Grant Nelson. I'm gonna need him to be a little bit more active on the boards tonight because Tennessee will crash the boards. They're gonna hit the boards heavy. If we lose that rebound battle on either side of the ball, if we're losing that battle by like 5-6, we're down -6 on either side. I think it might get bad for us tonight because Tennessee can light it up from the perimeter just like we can, and they don't mind crashing the rim. Like they don't mind taking it to the rim. And they're a high percentage free throw team. We need to make sure our free throws on point tonight. We got a task tonight, but the energy in that stadium tonight, man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm right here on the outskirts of the campus, right? Maybe like I could jog from my apartment. I mean, not my apartment, my hotel. I could jog to the bridge that goes to Coleman, to Coleman Coliseum. So like that's it's picking up out here, y'all. So the energy is up there. I'm gonna be up in there. I'm gonna be up. As a matter of fact, after my segment, I gotta go to the chiropractor to get an adjustment, right? Because I gotta get my back straight. I'm about to get back in the gym Sunday, and then after that, I'm going on campus, man. We plan on doing some things tonight to get us some inside coverage and stuff of the game too, while Kyle and Taylor are doing the live watch party.
What about they bigs, Smook, versus our bigs?
That's the thing. We don't have no true bigs, man. Pringle is not a big to me. He plays undisciplined. When he's on, he's on. That's the team. When the team's on, hopefully, it to me, I think our advantage is with our guards, our guard play. If our guard play can be on point, cut the turnovers in half, not take them away fully because we just play so reckless, right? But we cut them in half and we're efficient with our shooting. If we get Reitzel, hopefully, I haven't heard any news, y'all. Do we have Reitzel back yet? Because if we have him back, that's a big difference. I like Estrada playing spot minutes because when he's on. When he's out there, he's going to give us a defensive presence. Pringle and Nelson really going to have to do some work down low to make this even a matchup inside. And we're just going to have to hit shots. We at home. We have a significantly higher three-point percentage when we're at home. I think it's like 31% outside the house and 42% at home. So that's like a night and day of shooting. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a good one though. I think it's gonna be a good game. I plan on sweating my doggone shirt out. Like I'm gonna be a high school kid, a college kid tonight at this game. Yo. I'm telling y'all, I'm excited.
Shout out to you, brother. Hey, let me know how it go, man. Get some more footage or something, man.
You know I will. I might be live on my TikTok or something, or go live on my YouTube channel just to kind of give clips and stuff. I don't know. I might do something, but I will be tapping in. We plan on having me tap in at like halftime or something, getting my own little take at the game while Kyle and Taylor are streaming tonight. So that's going to be pretty cool for the family.
That's what's up, bro. I'll be tapped in. Shout out to the undefeated. Love you guys. Shout out to my brother Richard Hendricks, man, who hollered at me. His mama taught me. Shout out to Miss Hendricks, Valerie Hendricks. That was my science teacher. Shout out to Richard. Shout out to his sisters Leslie. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to Coach Hendricks, his daddy. Shout out to all them, man. Travelpreneur know what I'm talking about. Much love to the undefeated. Much love to Coach Smoot, Coach J, Ty, JM, Lady T behind the wheels of steel. If you will, you know what I mean? You already know. Kyle himself, everybody, bro. And to the brother Coach Smoot. He gonna light it up as usual, man. Smoot, tap in with me. I want to know everything was going on, bro.
I got you, bro. I got you,
man.
Bro.
Be safe, brother.
For sure, man. Roll Tide. Yes, sir. Y'all know that's my brother, man. Coach Sean always bringing it, getting better. Y'all see he getting better. He got his own little swag now. Like, I'm so proud of him, man. That's the big bro, you know. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the undefeated, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's Saturday. You know what's crazy? During the season, we're not even going to have these segments like this on Saturdays. We're going to be at the game. We're going to be at the game. We're going to be streaming from the game, pre-game shows, everything. We're going to be every Saturday, y'all. This channel about to change the whole game, bro. Change the whole thing. Man, y'all see? It's almost time for... No, it ain't. I'm just a pretty boy, man. I be trying to goddamn keep my... I got to let them grow. What's good, though? Run the emotes up. Y'all know what time it is, man. Carla Bailey in the chat. Cynthia in the chat. Let's go, man. Let's go. Marquita in the chat. Cuz OJ in the chat. Let's go, man. Hey, y'all know it's Saturday. The numbers be kind of low on Saturday. People busy today. So today we're going to dive into it. We don't have a long segment. Everybody's busy today, y'all. We trying to get ready for spring ball on Monday. Shout out to my dude, Chris, Goofball, DR334, Tink, everybody, Kimberly in the chat. Let's go. Where Ephraim at? Matt Farms, what's good? What's good? Who is that? Sarita? Rita Vlogs. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Much love. Pulling up. Matt Farms in the chat. Much love, everybody. Hey, appreciate y'all for hanging out, man. We live. K.E. Way, Coach Smoot, we need more segments with you and my old coach, Coach Sean. Hey, listen, we got it planned. So, Leeway, me and Sean been doing this, man, like back and forth before we even got on camera. Me and him been going back and forth in chats, man. That's my brother, man. Tip-off need to get here soon. Facts, Jim. You know what's crazy? I'm kind of glad it ain't early in the day. I'm glad it ain't no mid-afternoon game because I would not have made it. The way the traffic looking already, I don't do traffic. Like, I don't like traffic. It was raining last night. It seemed like everything kind of clearing up. We're going to have some clear skies going into the game. The weather's supposed to get up a little bit better. Y'all see I had to go. Tonight is a whiteout game. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be lit, y'all. Everybody, all the Bama fans wearing white. I got on my sleeves up under mine. Y'all know I'm a dad, so I don't dress like these kids. I wear sleeve. I might put my hoodie on under the T-shirt so I don't have to wear a shirt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to do it, man. What's up, everybody? Kevin Lynch in the chat. Let's go. Smook in the studio. We inside the undefeated. Facts. Y'all out here. What's up, Jared? Hey, Jared. So I got to do a webcam. You know what? And I wanted to tell y'all because I had some people reaching out to me. And this ain't no asking for no handouts and then. But somebody, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. Smook, you so pumped. Me too, bro. I'm off the chain. Look, I'm off the chain, y'all. Let me tell you that. This, you know what it is, y'all? Y'all know I had energy before, right? The amount of water intake and hydration, the amount I have taken in the past couple weeks or the past week from traveling and doing that and what my body is asking for, it's it's starting to like my body's starting to respond to it in a positive way. So I wake up, I'm able to move a lot smoother right now. You know, I can't wait to get back in the gym fully. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a recruit trying to call me. Hold on. Let me text Brandon real quick. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, my fault. Hey, that's Brandon Erickson. Alabama just offered him 2026 athlete. I think he's gonna come here and play wide receiver corner. He's an athlete. We're gonna be looking at his film next week, talking to him. He done called me twice. I almost put him on camera to kind of put him on the spot, but we got him coming in next week for our on the radar segment, right? We got under the radar, we got on the radar, and we got hidden gems. All right. So we'll start hitting all of those every day, one day at a time. Gave an acknowledgement to these guys. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hold on. I just seen this. You can't stand orange. And then they put your dog on super chat in orange. That's so disrespectful. Shout out to you for the $33.33. Crimson Blood, I got a question. Are you on a computer? Because I don't ever see no option for no $33.33. I thought I smelled some somebody out there smoking some stuff, some of that gas outside. Y'all, I smell that. Jarvis, you see that? I had to smell it. I had to make sure, because I ain't had my medicine this morning. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there taking their medicine, y'all. Somebody out there taking their medicine. I smelled it, y'all. I'm from Virginia, so it's weird to it's not weird to smell the smell of marijuana in Virginia. Like, people walk around and they smoke it, whatever. But down here, when you smell it, like, that's why they say it's down here. If you're doing it, somebody gonna know you doing it, because you're not allowed to do it. It's not the norm. So, like, I ain't smelled it for real about, so yeah, it caught me off guard. Yeah, I'm in T-Town, man. That's you, Tink. Tink, that's you. Got it loud over here. You got it loud over here. Let me stop, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging out, for real, man. Thank y'all for sticking it out with us this morning. We almost didn't have a panel this morning, man. Ty had something to do. Kyle busy today. He and Taylor doing stuff for the company. Coach Jarek got things going on. Jake Merrill had to take a minute off, getting his stuff all the way set up. And then I got an appointment. Well, I got to go see the chiropractor at 12:30, right? And I plan on getting on campus there to start just providing some snippets of coverage and, trying to get Bama football on YouTube more exposure. That's what my job is right now before Monday, is to get on-campus present for Bama football on YouTube. So one thing I did want to talk about, this is, y'all know we always have like our family moments where I give y'all our heart-to-hearts of words of encouragement. One thing I will say, and this is not necessarily words of encouragement for y'all, this is kind of validation and confirmation for me. And I need y'all to understand this. I'm not using this platform to look for handouts or anything, but I had somebody email me, and I'm not going to put their name on it. Don't think they care too much to have their name put out there. But the email was basically saying, Coach Smook, thank you for what you're doing for Bama Nation. But more than that, I thank you for just being a real, genuine person. Your story inspires a lot of people that you don't even know. And I think you should really take pride in who you've become. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask me. That's anything. And they said some things about, certain things, but they offered to help me with my equipment. They understand my transition. They understand what I'm going through. And I took that to heart, y'all. I really took that. What's the Smook Scoop, Ephraim? But nah, I took that to heart because it's crazy that, doing what I do, I see it happen for other content creators. They get fans and they get supporters that really support them. And I never saw myself being able to get to that level because I just, you just don't expect certain things. And then so I've been going through this whole reaffirming myself, getting my confidence back thing. And to hear those type of stories, talk to parents that, after their son's highlight film has been featured on our platform, they're happy because, like, hey, Duke just called my son, Georgia Tech just called my son. Alabama said we need to come to this practice. They want us to come to this practice. And it's not, I'm not gonna say because of me. I'm just a vessel, right? The platform itself, Bama football on YouTube, and the work that Kyle has put in to set up this platform is a major part of why things have gone the way that have gone for me. And I'm grateful, y'all. I'm grateful. So if you do want to donate and contribute to any one of the panelists' success or whatever, I encourage you to do it. Reach out to us. I'm not past any help, right? Especially in this day and age. I'm not past any help. I'm not too big to accept any gifts or anything like that. If you're trying to help us continue to grow, I'm more than obliged to receive it and be very appreciative of it. So the big thing was, and I was telling Jared in the chat, I was like, man, look, he was talking about my angles and my lighting, and I was like, I don't even have like my good setup over here no more. I'm trying to get my stuff back to where I want it. And so it was funny he said that, because the 2 lights that I have, I ended up buying them. Somebody else has already ordered me some more. They're going to my wife in Virginia, because that's the address they have sent my shirt to. And but my wife is going to send those down. I'm going to have 2 more lights for whenever I do get to my apartment and get set up. So all my lighting and stuff should be perfect. But I also had a supporter that is going to buy me a webcam, and they told me to go pick one out. Don't look at the price. And told me to send it to him for me to. So I'm getting like an actual vlogging camera, y'all. Something that I've been wanting for about 3 years now. It's the kind where it's like, Kyle's high quality camera, how clear it is. Like, mine's is decent, but this one has the infrared in there, and all the different technology that you want to get that good crisp camera, that clean camera look, right? And then this is the one I could actually go and vlog with too. This is a camera that has Wi-Fi capability, so I could actually stream this to a streaming service. I could take the camera and stream it to another device, and that device stream it to you all. So like when we're out now, we're gonna have all the little tools and different things that we need to be successful. So when you all donate, when you all become fan funders and donate, that's what y'all are donating to. You get what I'm saying? That's what y'all are giving to. But more so on the personal factor, if you ever come to me talking about supporting what we're doing, that's where a lot of my money goes. I invest in my work, you know what I'm saying? And I consider this work. I consider this work. I enjoy it. A lot of people don't enjoy their work. I enjoy it. I'm passionate about Bama football, Bama sports. I'm becoming a full-fledged Bama athletics person, right? I wasn't privy to Bama baseball and softball until I was like 17, right? It just wasn't mainstream. But basketball, male, women, male and female, basketball teams, I've always been privy to that. Football, that's been the main thing. I plan on getting into the gymnastics scene. My daughter, I want to be able to provide her a little, if I get my foot in the door on that side, for her to be able to just hang around the athletes that come through there. I can't wait. My daughters are very big on gymnastics. My son, he's very big on video editing and content creation and technology. Like, I want to create an opportunity for not just me, but my whole family. And even some of you all you never know. Your son or your daughter might end up at Alabama in the next 5-6 years, and I might be in position to show them, take them to talk to somebody. It ain't always about paying the money. A lot of times it's about who you know. So we want to take advantage of that and keep on building this family, y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting like no other. Y'all make it so easy. And we also want to thank our sponsors here, the Residence Inn at Ocean City, Maryland, man. I'm telling y'all, that view is something serious. I can't get over it. I love that view. I think the moment me and my wife get a chance to hang out and try to watch that view, it's gonna be a good time. I'm all about sceneries, man. I'm all about seniors. Hey, y'all take a second. I want to see if this commercial take is going to be fire. Let me see. Turn the music down real quick. Let's get this commercial up. Colin and T been working. I'm going to see this.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Residence in Ocean City, Maryland. Guests can book at residenceinOC.com. Use the promo code LPR for special Bama football pricing up to 20% off. Also, go to therogueshop.com. Use the promo code Bama. You get legal CBD. For me, personally, I like the topical oil. You know how intense my workouts are, right? So I like the topical oil. I like to rub that on my back, whatever, after those cinder blocks. So go to their website, cruise down, look through their website, and definitely check out rogueshop.com. And like I said, I like the topical. Again, the promo code is BAMA. Also, think about becoming a fan funder right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Become a part of the Undefeated as low as $2.99 a month. That's 10 cents a day. How do you do this? Make sure you're logged into your account. This is on a computer. You can also do this on your phone and look for the tab that says membership. Once you click membership, you can see different options. You can see an upgrade button right there to the right if you want to go through the different levels. We have fan funder videos from the staff right here at Bama Football on YouTube. Very easy to navigate. Let us know if you have questions inside the comment box when trying to upgrade or renew your fan funder membership right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And of course, if you want to rock that undefeated gear, check out our merch store located at the bottom of the videos. We appreciate Patriot Life, Cynthia, Antoine, Caitlin, and to everybody else that supports us right here on Bama Football on YouTube.
Love it, love it, love it. Y'all, that was lit. That was lit. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. Go ahead, Kyle. I didn't get to see it the other day or yesterday when they put it up there. So, yeah, I had to run it, y'all. So that's cool. I love that. Shout out to Kyle T for getting that together. Yeah, man. I can't wait till I get some responsibilities to do that. But y'all will be seeing a lot more content coming from me for this channel here in the next coming weeks. It's about to get crazy. That was lit. That was lit, y'all. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel and doing what y'all do, man. I'm telling y'all. Hey, the Rogue Shop, they're going to be getting a lot of my business while I'm down here. Yeah. They're going to begin because I'm ready to get back to it. I'm ready to get in the gym, y'all. But let's talk about it. We talked a little bit about the men's basketball team, the Tennessee game tonight. Y'all know I am excited about this game, not only because it's Bama versus Tennessee, but it's literally the team that Coach Sean hate. For basketball, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn, right? And that's because Tennessee is typically, they always keep a solid squad. And in the past, man, they've embarrassed us heavily. You know, I think the series is heavily favored in their favor, right? But tonight I get to be there in action, get to be a part of that crowd. It's sold out. I think the game is sold out now, so thank God I got my ticket. College game day is already there. They already doing their thing. I'm about to be on campus here in about 2 hours, and I'm going to be experiencing it. So definitely pull up my socials. I'm probably going to do what y'all think I should do. We'll run a poll before I get out of here. Should I do? Because a lot of y'all don't even have TikTok, right? Most of us got Instagram. Most of us got Facebook. I don't really too much care for Facebook no more, even though it's more of my family on there. I don't too much care to be like Facebook ain't there. So Twitter lives, I can't see y'all comments. YouTube, I'm not sure if I can see y'all comments on YouTube, but I'll try all of them. And I'm gonna have my phone charger with me and all that stuff. I might take my laptop, and keep it close by. I don't know. I might just go light and carry my phone and my charger. That might be the best bet. Yeah, man. Jalen Miro doing a half court shot. Oh, he doing a half court shot right now. Hey, so Miro ain't no hooper. Miro's not a hooper. They was joking on him about not being a hooper at the Rose Bowl. Kool-Aid and those guys. Man, y'all know Bama had a lot of hoopers on the roster last year, man. Antonio Kite, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Caleb can hoop, Caleb Downs can hoop. Who else was on the roster can hoop last year? A couple of big boys. Jeremiah Alexander. He could hoop. Who else? Did they say? I think they said Jahad Kemp could hoop. Jalen Key. Who else is a hooper? TA. Y'all know TA3 can hoop. Jalen Hale, Kendrick Law. Who else? Rodell Williams. Yeah, they had a lot of hoopers on the squad last year. But he missed. Nah, he missed, my boy. Need a Twitch for Bama football on YouTube? I don't like Twitch. I got a Twitch. I don't even like it. KT, you can hoop? KT, you can hoop, sis? Yeah, from last year, Team Jarvis. Yeah, man. Let me see. Oh, man. Yeah, both of them boys can hoop, man. Both of them boys can hoop. But, yeah, so tonight for the game, I'm predicting a win, man. I think it's so much energy around this game. I think I'm the good luck charm. You know what I'm saying? That's all the analysis I got left for that game. Y'all already heard the first half. The rest of it, the important part is I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm in the building, we tend to win. Okay? That's just how it is. We almost lost the other night when I left the Florida game for the women, right? Y'all see how close that game got when I left, because I had to come in here and talk with y'all and get y'all right. But yeah, as long as I'm in the building, I think we're gonna be straight. All right. So let's test that. Let's test that tonight. Let's test that theory. Let's see if my presence will be the determining factor for this win. All right. Clap it up for your boy, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know I'm a clown, man. Y'all know I'm a clown. Oh man. All right, so check this out. I got recruits texting me. I got fam that I'm talking to. Tonight we want to today we want to talk about our final report. And I'm gonna turn the music off for this segment just so we can kind of engage for the next 15-20 minutes, y'all, and just get some thoughts out. We got spring ball Monday, right? And it's not a lot to continue to talk over and keep talking about. There are certain players that we want to talk about them maximizing their moments, and taking advantage of the opportunities in front of them. But let's do this one last time, y'all. One last time. We've been doing it since Coach Saban retired. We've done it after every new hire. We've done it after every release. All of these. We've done these report cards, but today is the day. This is the last time we're going to do a preseason report card on this coaching staff. And the reason I want to do it is because a lot of things have caused the mindset of the fan base to change with the quality of coaches that we have secured. And also the fact that it is official that we have finalized our coaching staff, right? And that's something positive to glean on. Let me get this graphic up because I don't think we have our own personal one yet. So I'm going to pull this one back up. Yeah, I like this one. On3 made a nice one, so I'm going to go ahead and jack that from them. Actually, I might do this one. As a matter of fact, I won't. I got to wait. Can't just do that. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. Let's look at our Bama coaching staff. And we're going to start at the top. Y'all know how we do, man. And this is grades. We're going to grade them up A, B, C, D, F. All right? A, B, C, D, F. Let's start at the bottom. Let's start from the bottom. And this looks probably a good way to go. We're going to start from the right. We're going to look at Christian Robinson. I like this hire. He's the new outside linebacker coach, right? Well, I think they have him listed as just the linebackers coach, but we know that primarily he's probably going to be working with the outside linebackers. That's where his expertise is. You look at his experience, right? You look at experience. Smook, you think Bama beat Michigan? You think if Bama would beat Michigan, would DeBoer be Bama's coach? Yeah, I think if Bama had beat Michigan, it would have been more reason for Saban to retire. It would have been more reason for Saban to retire because Saban gets to a national championship game against Washington, and we could kind of handle Washington like Michigan did. We have the same skill sets. That's why our game was so close. and we didn't execute near as good as we could have against Michigan. So yeah, I really do. But Chris Robinson, what y'all think about this hire? What's the grade you giving the staff right now, Christian Robinson? I think this is a solid B plus A minus hire. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid A minus. The experience in the SEC, coaching in the SEC, the linebacker experience playing and coaching the position, right? He's literally a position specialist. He has the SEC experience being at Georgia, Ole Miss, to just name a few. I think he had a stint at Texas A&M also. And somebody fact check me, but I mean, just an active coach, young coach, and in the group where you want all your energy at, your outside linebacker room. Like that's where you want most of your energy at, the linebackers on the defense. So I give that an A minus. I give him an A minus for I give us an A minus for that hire. And what's y'all take? What's y'all feedback? Tink said an A minus is good. Yeah, I'm doing my final preseason exam, Matt. Got to pass this mug. Make sure we passing. Build a arena for our boys. Facts, Mike Colvin. They keep winning. NATO's keep winning. Yeah. They keep winning. They gonna have no choice but to build them something. Got a B plus from Matt. A. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Got some B's, got some A minuses. And we got a small crowd today, so we're not gonna press it too much. We're not gonna press too much. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep the energy high. Gonna make sure we hitting everybody. Freddie Roach, longtime staple of the staff. Y'all know we've been high on Freddie Roach on this channel for a while. I'm glad that we was able to retain him. Not only did he get retained as a D-line coach, but he got promoted to assistant head coach. Right? He got promoted to assistant head coach. He and Robert Gillespie both got promotions and pay raises, something that is well deserved. Freddie Roach still in his prime as a coach, man. He knows how to get out there on that recruiting trail. We know his value. A plus for retaining Freddie Roach. A plus for retaining Freddie Roach. And also, I'm gonna say A plus for this reason also, because now Freddie Roach is teaching technique in a scheme where the technique that he's teaching is going to be like, it's going to fit, right? That gap contained technique is good to know and learn for the next level for NFL, but that's not what the game has come to anymore. It's not a run heavy game anymore. So containing gaps is kind of like null and void. It's about beating guys to points and getting to the ball, right? Beating guys in a matter of 2 seconds, 3 seconds, right? And getting to the ball. It's a passing game now. It's a heavy passing game. Majority of your teams, majority of your offenses are throwing the ball 60 to 65% of their play calls on the offensive side. So you got to be able to have pass rushers, interior and exterior, edge rushers that can get to the ball. And I think because of that, Freddie Roach will be able to teach his aggressive style. Freddie Roach had success. You know, he didn't play a lot during his tenure, but he had a lot of success. And he's very well high regarded when it comes to teaching D linemen, you know, linebackers and D linemen. So A plus for Freddie Roach. Slide over to Mo Linquist, man. Mo Linquist, I'm gonna give that a solid A. Look at his lineage. Look where he comes from. Look at the players he's coached. Let's do him and Colin Hitchler together, because both of them will be working in the secondary, right? And I think their jobs go hand in hand, but I think you need personalities like theirs for secondary guys. Both of them are very outspoken. Both of them are alphas. They're familiar with each other and their techniques. So you don't see like 3 different techniques being taught on the field. You see one fluent technique being taught across the board. I'm excited to see these two guys work together. And because they both were working at the secondary area of the field where last year we just had a lot of experience, so we didn't see a lot of drop off from last year. But we got a lot of young guys. And so you go and get some experienced guys who specialize at that position, at those positions, right? And you kind of just lean on that and grow with that. And for that reason, I think with their play calling experience, both of them previous play callers, right? Mo Link was recently a head coach. I think you get a solid A out of these hires. Getting these two guys together, that's a solid A. What y'all think? The DB coaches, Hitchler and Mo together. Yeah, A for the DB coaches, B plus. I like that, Ruben. I could rock with that. Yes, Steven. 100% for Freddie Roach. A for the DB, Steven. I feel you. Yeah, I seen that. I'm getting all the updates on my phone too, y'all. Yep. He gonna be on College Game Day. I really wanted to watch that, but I'm here with y'all, so y'all get to keep me updated. I ain't mad. Being with y'all is just as fun. Kane Womack. Listen, I like this dude. Reason why is because he just looks crazy, right? He looks crazy. Kane Womack looked like he might come to work drunk, right? No pun intended. He just looks like he could perform at no matter what point in time of the day it is. He just looks like he could perform, right? He looks like he's always ready. You see his energy in the interviews. You hear it. I mean, you see his energy during the workouts, the clips that we've seen him in. Like, he's on the recruiting trail, getting guys amped up about playing in his style of defense. The Swarm D slogan is his, right? He is ready to unleash the defense. Kane Womack has the SEC, not necessarily experience, but he has the tutelage of a lot of SEC coordinators, right? His father was an SEC coordinator. The basis of his scheme comes from his father's scheme that he ran at Ole Miss during 2012 to 2015 to 16 area, land shark time, you know, when they had solid defense. Ole Miss was known for their defense, their pass rush. Kane Womack runs that same style of defense. And a lot of people look at it and say, that's a 3-3-5. Well, in the 4-2-5, you get looks where you look like you're in a 3-3-5. You get looks where you look like you at a 3-4 3-4-4. You get what I'm saying? 3-4-4. But all it is sliding guys in and out the box, sliding guys down to the line, to the edge, putting guys in the overhang area. That's all it is. But the schematics of it is designed out of the 4-2-5, and I think he's going to be a crazy, aggressive play caller with the amount of talent he has. And I think it's gonna pay off. Let's get up here. Let's go to the offensive staff. Brian Ellis, a guy I don't know much about. This is our new tight ends coach. Don't know much about, but if I had to have a hire like this and put somebody out there to be a coach and learn how to, you know, put him in a position where he can continue to grow and create value on his resume for himself and you know, learn the nuances of being a coach, Brian Ellis is that guy. He's that guy. Very, very articulate of the game, very in-depth understanding of this style of offense, right? And also has offensive line coaching experience. So having him at the tight end position with the wide receiver experience and the O-line coach, run game coordinating experience that he has as a quality control personnel for run game, right? I think he's a good fit to teach tight ends. Going to be interesting to see what he can do on the recruiting trail. Just because he's a tight end coach doesn't necessarily mean he's only going to recruit tight ends, right? I want to see what type of player he can pick out and start, you know, loading the draft board up. You know, what type of personnel is he looking for that he wants to come play for him, you know, at the University of Alabama. Very, very, you know, mystique about what he possibly brings, right? No real concrete background with ties to the SEC. I think it's just a good, interesting hire. And for that reason alone, I'm going to give it a B-. I'm going to give it a B-, C+ for hiring Brian Ellis. Not anything to be excited about, but something to be very watchful for. And I'm going to say B-. I'm going to say B- for my final. That one guy who can drink a case and still show up early to work. Facts, man. Don't he? I'm talking about Coach Kane. Kane Womack. I mean, listen to his name, Kane. Every Kane I've met in my life has been like cold-blooded, bro. Oh, man, I'm missing College Game Day. They look like they having a good time out there. Let's slide over to Chris Cap. Chris Cap, and now look at y'all grades after say. Coach Cap, I ain't even got to waste a lot of time on him. I'm going to tell you this. Go turn on Baylor's film from 2 years ago, right? Look at that run game and how solid it was. And then every stop before that where he was the offensive line coach or the run game coordinator. Turn it on. You're going to be excited. He's getting a talented group of offensive linemen, bunch of young talent mixed with some good veteran interior presence, right? I can't wait to see how he develops the likes of Miles McVay, Olis Alanin, right? Alanin, or however you say it. Who else? Miles McVay, Wilkin Formby, Rock Montgomery. Who else is on that line, man? What's the young kid's name? Sanders, the offensive tackle. Sanders. Can't wait to see him develop under this coach. And Cap is right in that. Him and Coach DeBoer have a long, extenuated relationship before coaching. So that's a good thing. His familiarity with the personality. He looks like the coach that's about his business too. He looks like the teacher that you want at the offensive line. He looks like he has that intensity about himself, wants to impose his will, right? Wants his guys to impose their will. So when I look at the hire, I give that a solid A minus, a solid A minus. I give it a solid A minus. I give it a solid A minus. I want to see how he continues to develop offensive linemen. Given the amount of talent he has in his hands now at Alabama, I'm gonna give it a solid A minus. I see y'all saying A for Cap, A plus for Cap. Jared, I know why you saying A plus for Cap, and anything in the A range, I'm good with it. I'm not mad at anything above or below. That's my personal opinion. A minus. He's been away from the game for wait, was that him or was that another coach that he replaced? I can't remember, but I think I think he had been away from the game because Baylor had just got. Can't remember, y'all. But having him at Bama is definitely huge. Robert Gillespie. Listen, if we had to hold Freddie Roach, y'all remember when this first happened, when Coach Saban first retired and Coach Kalen DeBoer got hired, right? Y'all remember the first three names I said, and I'm not going to change it up for the narrative or anything like that. Y'all remember I said T-Rob, let's promote T-Rob. Let's get him promoted to DC because he's going to hold our recruits together. He's going to keep that defensive side together. All those players are going to want to stay and play for Coach T-Rob, right? Promote him to defensive coordinator. That didn't happen. But in the same breath, I also said we need to keep Coach G and Freddie Roach. If we don't do nothing else, we got to keep at least those two because that's our recruiting basis right there. Those are the guys that when you think about recruiting for Alabama, those are the first names that you think of. Not T-Rob. It was G and Freddie, right? So Gillespie retaining him and promoting him, right? And letting him stay with the running backs because look at the amount of running back talent he's been bringing in every year. A lot of these guys haven't had the offensive line in front of them or the production that they should have because of the lack of offensive line production, right? But when they own, they own. You look at the likes of Justice Haynes, Richard Young, Jam Miller, Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley. Like that's a solid running back room. Gillespie getting the promotion and getting the raise. A plus. I like that. I like that for Coach G. And I think everybody in the chat will say A plus for Coach G. I like it. I like it. Should support women basketball the same way. You talk about the university. They working their way up. Coach Kirby working their way up, man. The sad truth is, to get away from this topic that we on, the sad truth is women's athletic doesn't get enough respect. I'm telling you, I enjoy watching the women's team play more than I enjoy watching the men's team. I've said that multiple times on this platform. They just play a better brand of basketball to me. They play a more clean brand of basketball. It's more balanced. They rotate on defense. They hustle. They get just as intense and they get the chop. Like Sarah Ashley Barker got a block the other night, and she got in the girl's face, and the Florida teammate that was at the other end, she come down and she didn't have to bump into Sarah, right? But she did. I like that intensity. I like that energy these women have on the court, just like men. And it's just a better brand, man. It's just a better brand. You may not see all the flashy dunks and all that, but it's just a better brand overall. Yeah, nationwide for the women's ball team. Yeah, nationwide for women's ball, especially college. You got a lot of pro players that wish they could come, pro female players that wish they could stay in college for a few more years, right? It's just a different brand, and NIL for them is not the same, right? But definitely would love for more attention. My daughters, they both want to play basketball, which is crazy to me. My oldest daughter, that was kind of foregone. Me and her mother, when we met playing basketball, right? And we were best friends. I was helping her train. She was playing college ball, and I ended up, getting a steal in open court, and I dunked it. I should have just laid it up, but I dunked it, and now our daughter is here, and she wants to be a basketball player. So, as a sign game that says Smokey has fleas, I'm about to go out there, man. Y'all making me not want to be here on this stream with y'all because y'all keep talking about game day. Can we focus on this for a second? Dang, man. Because I was going to wake up and go. I thought we wasn't even going to have stream today. I was going to be on campus. I was going to act like a student. Y'all know I look older now. So I was going to put my hat on. I was going to be out there looking like a student. I was going to paint. I was going to take my shirt off and paint my body. Hey, y'all think I'll get kicked out if they I think I'm gonna do some body paint tonight. Y'all think Coach Smook should do some body paint for the game? I'll wait for the end of the segment to talk about that. Hey, check this out. Finish up these grades, man. So we gave all right, let's do these two in a pair. We did a pair down below. I think these two deserve to be a pair. Jamarcus Shepard and Nick Sheridan. A lot of people are excited about Jamarcus Shepard, right? Me, I'm a wide receiver guy. Naturally, I'm gonna be excited about an energetic young coach, a young black coach. Nothing racist about it, but to see young black coaches starting to come up in the ranks, that is something that I am happy to see because it has not always been that way. To see the young African American coaches, young coaches who are of the minority. You get what I'm saying? We see a lot of minority players on the field, but we don't see a lot of minority coaches in coordinator positions, head coach positions. But this staff is a great mix. A great mix. Look at our staff, y'all. A nice mix. I mean, it's almost even, right? We even in here. And listen, I haven't talked to him, but I've heard some of Kane Womack talk. I've heard Nick Sheridan. You know, he's a more so of a Yankee, but he got Southern ties. I've heard Chris Cap talk. You know, those fellas are coming to the barbecue. And Kalen DeBoer and Colin, they got the same type of personality. Them boys will come to the barbecue. Now, Brian, we're going to have to talk to Brian. We're going to have to see what's up with Brian, see what he on, see where he at with his mind. Because Brian looked like he can put some things together. He just need a notepad and a pen. You know what I'm saying? Brian looked like he don't eat too much baked beans, right? But he looks like he enjoys some good potato salad, right? Some good tater salad. And I think Brian gave me like y'all remember Coach the one that just left, Coach Cox. He wasn't very outspoken. Cox was a chill dude. That's who Brian Nelson. It seemed like a lot of tight end coaches are like that, right? A lot of guys that coach tight ends. But yeah, Sheridan, like I said, a lot of people are excited about Shepard. I'm excited about Nick Sheridan. Listening to his interview on Ryan Fowler's show, looking at his confidence, knowing his background, knowing that his father is a long time coach in the NFL. He just looks ready for the moment. It doesn't seem too big for him. A lot of us were very skeptical when we hired him. I wasn't skeptical. I just knew he has a ways to go before he starts calling plays. But he has the knowledge, right? He has the knowledge. It's going to be all about getting familiar with what's in front of him. Excuse me, and what he has at his disposal. Now, the man himself, for those two hires, I'm going to say A+. For those two hires, retaining them, coming over from Washington, their continuity, they're the ones who's basically going to be, you know, pushing out the second level of structure of this offense, how to, you know, scheme everything up. Sheridan's going to be working with the QBs, which is awesome. With his experience, I want y'all to go check him out on YouTube. All you got to do is type in Nick Sheridan field breakdown, and you'll see the video, and you'll see why I'm excited. The way he broke that offensive bases down, the phases of it, it was like it was elementary. So if I could understand it in a matter of a 12-minute video or something like that, I'm pretty sure Milroe, who has nothing but time now as a junior, as a graduate, you know what I'm saying, at the University of Alabama, he's going to have nothing but time to sit in that film room, do his due diligence, get his workouts and get throws in during the day when everybody else at practice. You know, like he's going to have time to do all of that. And Nick Sheridan, he's going to have full access to it, him and Kalen DeBoer. So I can't wait. Last but not least, man, the man himself, Coach Kalen DeBoer. Nothing needs to be said, not a lot. You know, a guy has won everywhere he's been as a head coach. He's embraced his role as the new head coach at Alabama. Coach Sean gave a good depiction of how the conversation went when it was time to hire him. You know, yes, Alabama was probably going. I know for a fact we were going after Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning was, you know, I let me think about it. I got a lot going on. Reached out to Coach Kalen DeBoer. Coach Kalen DeBoer, we want you. You're one of our top priorities. what's this look like on a, you know, what's your future look like? Oh, y'all offering, I'm coming. What's the numbers look like? Oh yeah, that's what y'all trying to get me. Y'all can match this. Oh, y'all can double this, bet. So, and that's what we did. Hey, Jim Parker, I watched the film, guy. I'm not a fan of their style. They do good work though. They do good work. I'm just not a fan of their style. They good though. They do good. Yeah, Vlogs. We got the guy. We got the guy that beat Lanning Sarkeesian. We got the guy that I mean, he literally he's the second or third best coach in the nation right now when the numbers are thrown out there. So we got it. But yeah, Jim, I like what they do. I don't like their style. Nothing against them. They do great content. I don't like the style. There's nothing against them. I actually have, before they became a big channel, I was watching him before he had the board and all that stuff. Same way we was drawing it up like we do. I was watching it with him. Yeah, I seen the one with the board's offense, and he was. Everybody has their own interpretation of how this offense is. His was a little bit different from majority of what you see. And it's just all about terminology and where you come up. It was all right. I won't. Facts, Jared. When he first was hired, everybody was like, "Oh," and then I knew he was a good coach, man. I remember they was talking about him last year. You know, I remember when we were trying to go get Ryan Grubb from him, from Washington, you know, and people were talking about the uptrain he was on. So when we got him, you know, I just didn't think he would seriously consider coming to Bama. I didn't think it was his cup of tea. But now knowing that part of his character is something that he thrives on, the competition and the you know, being able to compete and prove himself, I think it's gonna be good having him at Alabama. Yeah, so I'm excited about the staff. A+ overall grade for this staff hires. I'm gonna say A. We only had one C+, B- grade. Everything else was B+, A grades. And I think that if we was to average it out, I think we're sitting at a solid A, a solid 94. You know, and we're ready to see some things happen at spring training. Maximizing moments, right? 5 names that I think is going to maximize their moments, and we'll wait till next week to kind of discuss it even more. 1, Jaleel Hurley. I think Jaleel Hurley will come off this spring, and he will seize the moment. He will maximize the moment. 2, Jalen Milroe. We see the preseason work. We see the footwork. We see the release. We see the follow through. We see it happening, right? Jalen Milroe is prepping himself to maximize his moment, right? 3, maximizing their moment. I think right now, in the secondary for this defense, I honestly think that we will see Damani Jackson maximize his moment. Damani Jackson is a very highly touted cornerback coming out of high school, went to USC, struggled a little bit, had his bumps and bruises. That whole team struggled. That whole defense struggled, right? But Damani Jackson, hearing the talks around him, locked in. You know, another guy in the secondary that I think is going to seize the moment, Devontae Smith. Whether he's a starter or a consistent rotational player, I think he will be an intricate part to the success of how this defense is played. And then somebody on a level down, Justin Jefferson. Be on the lookout for this young man in this defense. Do not be surprised if the likes of Lawson gets a few less snaps, if he starts to, you know, get more rotational looks, right? Because Justin Jefferson is the prototypical type of linebacker you want in this scheme. May not be the biggest, but that speed, it kills. Justin Jefferson, I'm hearing, is like a 4.41 guy, 4.38, 40. You get what I'm saying? So that's speed with a guy that likes to hit. Hey, babe, my babe's in the chat, y'all. Auntie Janet in the chat. Auntie Janet is in the chat. Avion Cooley makes a half-court shot for $19,000. I'm jealous, man. See, if I was there, I'd be doggone. See. Bruh, it is lit in there, man. It is lit. They got a fire plane, bro. I'm about to go, bro. I'm about to leave y'all. I'm about to leave y'all, man. Why folks tagging me? Leave me alone. I don't care. I'm about to be there in a little bit. Folks just be so dirty, man. Y'all ghetto sometimes. You know that? Y'all ghetto. Let me stop, man. I love it, y'all. Last shot. Look, his last shot. Yeah, that was funny, man. I just seen it. Man. But yeah, y'all heard the players I listed. Jaleel Hurley, Jalen Milroe, Devontae Smith, Damani Jackson, and Justin Jefferson. 5 guys I feel like that are going to maximize that moment. But outside of them, spring ball starts Monday. Boy, I'm telling y'all. Boy, I'm telling y'all, listen. Spring ball start Monday? Come on, y'all. We've been waiting for this. Like, it seemed like it's been like 6 months. Some of us been like this looking for Alabama football. We've been waiting for it. Spring ball starts Monday, y'all. I'm excited. New staff, new energy, new wave of social media. I mean, media access, right? Media coverage, right? This is what we've been asking for. Is someone following you at noon? No, we don't have anybody following me at noon. Tonight we will see Kyle and T. They'll come on while the game is on and do a live watch along, right? A lot of attention going to be on this game tonight, so we did not want to get in the way of that. Monday is a day we need to prepare for. It's a big day. Monday is a huge day for us on the network. So that's all we got for y'all today, man. Monday, spring ball starts. I'm excited. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to be filming, doing everything, asking questions, getting you all the inside scoop of everything that's going down. But with that being said, I got places to be, things to do, and I got some coverage for y'all to get for y'all. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Tune into the basketball game tonight. When we go live tonight, jump in here. You might see me go live, not go live, but jump in on a segment from the game, give a take or something. And it's going to be fun, y'all. I expect high energy all day. Love you guys. Can't wait to see y'all again. Until we meet again, y'all, we're going to end it a little bit different today. I love y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And for the last time for this weekend, y'all won't see me again until probably tomorrow. So to end the week on a perfect note, I'm going to leave y'all with this one. Roll Tide. Roll, baby. Y'all have a good day.